What's up, everyone? Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. This is your boy M3, and I have Mrs. M3 with me. We're representing Knowledge and Relationships t-shirts. Shout outs to Mike and Mimsy Limbs for those awesome shirts. So, with that being said, I have Mr. Best in the World, and I have a long time returning guests from the baby stages in the beginning of Knowledge and Relationships. We have Jordan in the building. So we're going to give you another round of applause for Jordan, right? So thank you for returning back in, sister. Definitely appreciate you. And good to see you again.
God damn, no round of applause for Mr. Best in the World. I mean, god damn. No, I'm
joking. I got that. You know,
I got that. No, I'm messing with you. I don't need no applause. I'm good.
I appreciate the welcome. Peace and blessings to everyone on here and everyone listening.
Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings.
Yeah, thank you. So, man, tonight's going to be a fun topic. And it's going to be, like straightforward. So hold on for 1 second. There we go. Anyways, before we get to the topic, I got to ask you guys this. Now, make sure you guys, please, get the likes up for Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. If you have a Twitch account, please follow us on Twitch, okay? Getting the likes up and following is absolutely free.
Yes, sir.
But if you wish to donate to the cause, because StreamYard is expensive. I pay, over $800 a year for StreamYard. Okay, and the team they cop off some money too, man, to fill up these seats. So you gotta help a brother and a sister out as well too. Shout out to First Lady Tammy.
Tammy.
All right, donate to the Cash App, the PayPal, hit the PayPal, and the Venmo as well too. That being said, all right. Shout outs to Marion. She says, people may say, 1, relationships are impossible. 2, I can't date a man who is shorter than 5'10". You sure? Nowadays it's like 6'2" or something or below. Anyways, the ridiculous stance is going up high. 3, I try anything once. Okay. 4, I won't drink out of a restaurant. Oh, I won't drink out of a restaurant glasses. Okay, to eat from a fork. All right, it's a little jumbo, but I get you though. Okay. We also have him versus her solutions. Don't forget to check out his channel as well too. So salutes to A.
Hey, what up, baby?
All right. Then we have the lovely, great Quantum Love Manifestation with all the hearts. So salutes to Quantum Love.
Hey, Quantum Love. Hey, family.
All right. Oh, Earhart didn't work for it. But anyways, got you on that one. She's 5. I need to have sex before I know for sure I'm a serial dater. I want to find someone to get married to. 3 to 6 months. Okay. We also have Cool Gamer. So salutes to Cool Gamer.
Cool Gamer, what up, man?
We have the man with the blood in. We have Truth is never favored. The golden child is
blood
here.
In.
Blood in. All right. And once again, shout outs to Mike and Mimsy for the t-shirts. So check out Where the Rabbit Hole Ends and check out Scriptures and Chill, formerly as
Shout out
known
to
as
Mike and
Mimsy
Mimsy.
Limbs. All right. These people are putting in work. The t-shirts was free. No one asked, but I'm just putting it out there. But they want to like make the shirts because they really have love for knowledge and relationships. So, and we have love for them too. So, matter of fact, double the air horn for them. Okay. And then shout outs to Marcus the Rookie. All right. So Marcus Rookie says, knowledge in relationships, truth is never favorite. Cool game and Kate, marry him and her for solutions. M3, Mr. Best in the world, the intellectual soapbox, quantum love. Shout outs and salutes.
What's
All
up,
right.
Marcus? What's up, Rookie?
Mm-hmm. All right. And Truth says, salutes to Mrs. M3. She's so dope. Thank you so much, Truth. All right. All right. All right. Man, I need to get the fresh and fit sound effects like when they be playing it and then they be like dun dun whatever, right? Okay, yeah, I gotta hit him up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what up, chat? All right. All right, everybody.
Shout out to Tristan Draper. We see you, baby. What up, Tristan?
Shoot, Tristan. Hey, salutes to you, my brother. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, Jocelyn will be able to join back in. I know when this is like a person's first time, they kind of cut in and they cut out, but anyways, let's go ahead and we're going to start, okay? So, tonight's topic is there she is. Welcome back, Jocelyn. All right. Tonight's topic is the 7 top dating expectations people say that sounds disingenuous. Okay. For the ones who don't know what disingenuous means, you probably hear a lot in YouTube space, but most likely it's people who are saying something that is not really sincere. Okay. And we have a lot of that when it comes to, yes, we know Trish is a simp, right? But he's proud of being simpish. So, you know what I mean? But shout outs to like the simps out there. They make the world go round and they make the women feel good. So anyway, we're gonna have some fun tonight. Let's go ahead and crank up some music real quick. Mr. Best, we'd like to do the honors, please. But if you can you
I got you.
All right, can you lower it down to like maybe 13?
I got it.
Volume? All right, thank you. All right. Your boy got to get into the mood. You know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and pull these questions up. All right. Number 1. Women should love men for who they are and not for what they have to offer. How often do you guys hear this? Team Simp in the building.
Hey, Team Simp.
Mm-hmm. Aces facts. But yeah, so a lot of times, okay, we hear men, oh, wait, hold on. We got somebody in the building. Mr. Best, you would like to do your introduction, as always?
I got him. Hey. Hold on, my sound thing is off. So, you know me, I can do things manual. Ding dong, ding dong. Open the door for him. You know what I mean? Listen, man. Lies is never favored, but also gotta bring in a brother. Truth is never favored. What up, baby?
What's going on, Blood and Shorty?
Bloody in.
What
up,
baby?
Truth?
Alrighty. Hello, Mrs. Jordan, Mrs. M3. How are
Hello,
y'all?
hello. Peace and blessings, King.
Very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Mrs. MC probably won't be able to hear us that much because I do have the headphones, but you can hear us like a little bit. I'll just try to keep it.
I see y'all rocking the black and blue. I like that.
Hey. Thank you. Us couples, we got a match, man. Like for knowledge and relationships. Team K and R, baby. so all right. The number 1. I'm glad that you hear the truth, right? Because I'm about to start the number 1 question. Well, sorry, not question, but statement. So we hear this a lot from the men's side. Men usually say that women should love us for who we are and not for what we have to offer. I usually hear this complaint a lot, numerous times, and they always get frustrated because they're like, dang, they feel like they're used, but are they really being used? Or isn't that just a part of nature? aren't women trying to survive in life anyways? So when they look at you and you don't really have any value to help protect them, should they have the right to be picky? Now, Miss Jordan, I'm gonna let you go first because, like, you are, a new returning guest. So, what you think about the number one statement?
Thank you for letting me go first. I feel all honored and I like that I'm new and old at the same time. That's cute.
Yeah.
Um, I think the key word is should. So, character and value is really important when you're trying to build a successful relationship because you want to be able to depend on your partner. So, unfortunately, finances do come into play, but it should not be the catalyst for why you deal with someone because life is larger than money.
Mm. Okay. So she's saying life is larger than money. I get you. Mrs. M3, what do you think about the number one statement? When men said women should love me for who I am and not for what I have to offer. Why these women always leave me in the dust when I'm broke, when I'm short, when I'm weak and frail? What you think?
Well, I think that to some extent that women are looking to be taken care of, but I think a lot of the time, the younger can stop at financially taken care of and not think about the character of the person. So person can be rich and have, the best of everything in the world to offer you, but at the same time be lacking in the love department and kind of treat you like crap. And some women will put up with that. I think that when they make that statement, it's disingenuous because after a while, if the person's mistreating you, you're either gonna put up with it, stay for whatever reasons, financial, or you're gonna leave. So I don't think that that's actually as true. There's probably more to that statement if it's gonna be true.
What's the part that you said that's disingenuous? Is it disingenuous of what the men are saying, or is it disingenuous of the woman's motive?
I think if the woman is saying that, she's being disingenuous because there's more to life than just money, but it can be perceived by men like she's only after me for my money. But if he's mean to her, eventually that relationship's not going to last. I don't think. If it does, it's because she's with him for money. If he's mistreating her, or vice versa, if she has money and she's mistreating him, the same thing.
Okay, but let's take money out of the equation, ladies. Right? What about protection? Okay.
Yes.
So if that man does not have the tools to protect a woman, should you love that man in an unconditional manner? Okay, for who he is.
If the offering is protection, and women should love men for who they are and not
for what they have to offer. And if
their ability to protect her, if we put it that way, can a woman love a man who's not able to protect her? I think so, but it also puts her, she's wearing the trousers in the relationship because somebody's got to protect their family, so yeah, she could love him and possibly even respect him, but their roles would kind of be reversed because then she's the protector.
Stop the cap.
Okay. Truth is never favored. What you think? Thank you, Mr. M3.
Yeah, I mean, my sentiments kind of align with Miss Jordan, what she said earlier. She kept it, short, sweet, and simple. Most of what's going on, and see, all right, let me make sure I put this the right way, because the one thing that I noticed, and I said this before, and I'm talking about men, right? Man 84 said there's a difference between a male and a man, and there's a difference between a female and a woman. So I'm talking about actual men, okay? The only thing on this planet that doesn't automatically receive unconditional love is the man. Dogs receive unconditional love. Cats, women, turtles, hamsters, all types of everything you could think of. It ain't got to do nothing. They just love it for what it is. What if it's just sitting there? Dog come wagging his tail over there. I love it. It's people out here that's going to hell and back for them animals. But let it be a daggone man if he can't provide. And what I mean by provide, I'm talking about what's in his pockets. If a man does not have fat pockets, he is really, majority of the time, considered nothing. Not just the ability to take care of himself. We're talking about the ability to maintain their lifestyle. And if he doesn't have that, then he's considered trash. Now, when it came to the protection part, which y'all spoke about, you and Miss M3, I really don't think a woman should. And we're talking about the love, we're talking about the intimate love, not just the love of caring. If a man can't protect her, she shouldn't be with him. She shouldn't. Because it's automatically going to build up animosity and resentment because that's the number one need for a woman in security. That's her number one need out of everything else. They want to be protected, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. We have to provide that covering. If you can't do that, that she doesn't belong to you. That's not your wife.
I agree with Truth. But what about you, Mr. Best? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Or are you indifferent about this?
Oh man. People. Yeah, y'all must not be taking the notes I've been giving y'all, man. I've been giving y'all like just easy shit to just go with. Y'all just always fumble this shit. I don't know how y'all do it, but y'all always do. We gotta have a discussion again. Okay. All right, gather around. Gather around. Listen. All right. Number one. Okay. Everybody wants somebody to love them for them. Everybody wants that. It ain't just a man, ain't just a woman. We all desire that. Truth is that you finding that is not going to be as high if you're just a regular average person. Okay? If you're a celebrity or if you're somebody who has certain clout or, you know what I mean, if you're an athlete or something like that, or if you're just well off and you have a great career, then yes, people will be willing to put up with certain things from you. I mean, it's just a natural thing. Whether they're faking it or they're really genuine, people are just going to be willing to be with you based on your status. That's just life in America, okay? Kind of around the world, but really in America, it's really a big thing, right? We know that for sure. In other countries, they have arranged marriages. They have, you know what I'm saying, different types of rules and polygamy and all types of other stuff, all right? But in America, it's all about what you have. It's all about, your money. It's all about what you can gather, you know what I mean? Because it's a capitalistic society. So a lot of times people are going to get together based on that, all right? So if you're just regular people like most of us are, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we're average looking or nothing like that, but we're just average people. We ain't celebrities. We don't have millions of dollars in the bank. We may have pretty good careers, but we don't have careers where we're actually like, living super, super high in the hog and, you know what I mean? We taking care of, we have about 3 or 4 or 5 houses. Y'all get what I'm saying? Whatever. So with that being said, both men and women want that. We both desire that. Truth is that you're going to have to, you know what I'm saying? In order for you to get the person you really desire, you probably going to have to put a lot of work in. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we're going to want something, you know what I mean? We're going to want an 8 to 10. You know what I mean? That's just life. We're going to want, if you're a woman, you're going to want that Michael B. Jordan or that Denzel Washington. Peace of mind. Good to see you, sister. I just got your messages. Much love to you. Be easy, that dude. I see you too, brother. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna want, you know what I mean? Sister's gonna want that Michael B. Jordan, Idris Elba, Shamar Moore looking type of cat. That's just what they're gonna want. You know what I'm saying? If they can choose that, they're gonna choose it. Especially if he has the character to match, they're gonna choose that. A man's gonna choose a Halle Berry or a Janet Jackson looking type of sister. That's what he gonna choose. Like if he has that option. You know what I'm saying? We're always gonna choose the best option, no matter what is going on in our life. We have a great option. It's going to be hard for us to say no. That's the American part in us. You know what I'm saying? We're just prone to just do whatever we want and choose the best of everything. We're always told that we should have the best of everything, right? So that's it. But in order to get the best of everything, you gotta actually do some things to obtain that. You may have to work out. You may have to, You know what I mean? Change up your appearance. You may have to get a career. You may have to do certain things. You know what I mean? Inside and out. You know what I mean? Go to therapy, whatever. You may have to do things inside and out, or join a church, whatever you got to do, in order to, get yourself. I just said a Baltimore. I just said, dude. Truth is rubbing off on me. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do certain things in order to obtain those type of things. It's just a natural fact. So you may want that 8 to 10, but you're gonna have to do something for that 8 to 10, baby. I mean, it's just a natural fact. Now, as far as protection, as I keep throwing that around, listen, both men and women gotta protect each other if you're in a union, if you're in a relationship, right? If you're just dating, or there's somebody you just knocking they socks up, they're knocking your socks up, and then you go your way, they go their way. Y'all ain't got no union, okay? Y'all just boyfriend and girlfriend, and y'all just fooling around, and y'all not really living with each other, and you're not really building nothing together. Y'all don't have a union. But if you're in a relationship and you are saying this is the person that you want to be with, you have to have a covering for each other. Now, if we want to talk about, because now I know not everybody believes in, I guess, the Christian way of marriage or the Muslim or whatever way of marriage, but let's just say you want to be together, you want to have a union together. My idea is you have to cover and protect each other, right? So it's a union, it's a family, right? And that also goes down if you have kids, right? So the kids, you, that woman, that man, you gotta all protect and look after each other. You know what I'm saying? Because how can we be a family, right? And only the woman is protecting the family. How can we be a family only the man is protecting the family? How can we be a family only the children? But it's not a functional family. That's dysfunction. That's disorder. You know what I mean? It's not a working union. You know what I'm saying? When you look at other cultures, everybody works together and they do their part, and that's how they gain wealth. That's how they gain, a legacy. That's how they're able to stay together. You know what I'm saying? And maybe at times, there's also, because love is a complicated thing, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say they actually always love each other, but let's say they do love each other. That's how they're able to stay together, because they're united. You know what I'm saying? If you're united, you're going to stay together. If you're not united, it's going to cause dysfunction. Now, your family's involved in your relationship. This person's involved in your relationship, your friends, your co-workers, the man down the block, the milkman, the waterman, the fireman, everybody's in your relationship because y'all not united. You know what I'm saying? When you're united, you're not going to your mom or your dad or anybody else about your relationship. It's you and your family, you and your partner. Y'all working it out, y'all protecting each other. Lastly, what does that mean as far as protection, right? I'm gonna just give a few examples and I'm done. Now, when it comes to protecting a home, somebody break in the home, just giving a regular example. Somebody break in the home, we need to be beating that person's ass together. You see him first,
Right.
you hit him with the pot, I hit him with the bat, we beating his ass. We beat him down, all right? You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna be like, damn, why did I come in the house? The kid's stomping on his feet, we tearing him up. All right, then we're gonna tie him up, we're gonna wait till the law get there, and they're gonna carry his sorry butt out of our home. You know what I'm saying? That's how it needs to be. Or if we have weapons, right? Because some people believe in carrying armed guns, right? I'm in the kitchen, I got cover. You around the hall, you got cover. That person come in, oh, they're gonna have a bad night. They're gonna have a bad night. We about to light him up in that house. You know what I'm saying? He about to get lit up. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to run out of there. You know what I mean? So now the hunter has become the hunted. So that's it. Or if the man is not doing well health wise, the woman is able to still protect and provide for that home. The woman's not doing good health wise, the man is able to protect and provide for that home. Y'all take care of each other. You work together, and that's to me a healthy family, a healthy organization. Or if y'all not doing well, let's say the parents, y'all not doing well, y'all get old, the kids step up and take care of y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. But within our community, as far as people of color, we got a whole bunch of other stuff going on. It's out there. It's out there. So yeah.
Well, definitely well said, Mr. Best. But I know, on the contrary, right? Man, we're not even well, for those who are in the dating phases, they're nowhere even there yet. They're in the level 1 stages, and they're already having these expectations and demands, which makes those type of statements disingenuous. Only because you're not even thinking about a long-term future. You're just thinking about, hey, I think these women, no matter what, I'm at right now currently. I don't care if I'm not in school. I don't care if I'm living at my mom's house or whatever. These women, they should all love me because I have a great personality. And that should be it. And that's what society teach men into thinking that, okay, as long as you have a caring personality and you just be yourself, then everything is all good.
But
Everything is
more women more think that if anything. Men don't think that. We kind of know we gotta like have a job or a girl ain't gonna really rock with us. Hell, we know that in high school. We know in high school we don't got the type of shoes
you'll be surprised, Mr.
or
Best. You'll be surprised.
I don't know what American man don't think he gotta have something for a woman to holler
The
at you. Like,
majority of them, and that's why they're in this red pill space right now because they're getting
I don't
resensitized.
listen. I ain't never heard of that like that. Most men I encounter, they know. Like, yo, if you at least don't have a job, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You at least don't have something to go with you. Like I said, even in high school, you know, like, yo, if I don't got the right type of shoes, she ain't gonna really talk to me. You know what I mean? If my gear is a little bit off, she ain't gonna really rock with me. So I think as men, we kind of learn early on, like, it's about what we got. Because that's what we told.
Yeah.
It's about
I don't think there's no man that's out here that actually, like, we know the standard is this, man. You got to be able to take care of yourself.
Yes.
The problem is when it comes to, I'm trying to tell you, I have not met not one man, not these goofies, man, that said I got a problem with paying the bills. What happens is when that extra bill come for that daggone hair, them nails, them trips that she done seen her homegirl just got finished going on when she wants you to pay for her to go on these girl trips and all that other type of stuff. That extra lifestyle that you was not planning on. Nobody's planning, I gotta plan for this type of woman. We're planning how to build as a man and where we're going at. But once that extra bill come, that has nothing to do with clothing, shoes, eating, transportation, communication, job, anything that's a necessity.
Facts.
But let me tell you this though, right?
Then we have a problem.
But let me tell you this though, right? But see, just like and Mr. Nimbred, right? Just like you said, right? Remember, women will tell you the exact opposite of what they want in a man. And a lot of men, they fall for that because they're too busy worrying about what women think of them. So they seek their approval too much. And when they listen to things that's contradicting and it's on the contrary, then that's where they fall at. Because they want these things, or they tell you they want these things, but when you give them these things, that's not what they really want.
But that's a female though. That's not a woman.
Yeah,
a woman's gonna be focused. She's gonna be focused.
They both have vaginas, Mr. Best. It doesn't matter.
But it's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference though.
Look, even a woman, no, I disagree. Even a woman, okay, will
right.
tell you what you want, and she don't really mean what you want. And it's not even intentional. It doesn't make her any less of a woman. It does to me. It just does. That's all right, that's your opinion, but that's her nature.
I have to respectfully disagree. So a woman has had experiences. She has lived a life full of those. So she has established. A woman has established what she wants. She's established what she wants. In her mind, she has decided what she wants. So I unfortunately can't ascribe to that. But that sounds like that you need to just pick a better partner. You need to go back to wherever you went to and find another partner. Because I think a lot of people are picking people on low frequencies. You have to pick your equal. You have to pick somebody that you really can vibe with.
Yes.
Like I think people are really very, very careless about the partner that they choose because you want to be in a relationship because the status quo says you're supposed to, because the rest of the world says that it's important that you have a partner, and it is. You need balance. There is for every man there's one. You need a balance, but that does not mean by no means does that mean that a woman doesn't know what she wants. Not at all. I personally, as a woman, because I know what I want, women want security, but it's not just financial. I want to be secure emotionally. I want to be secure physically. I want to be I want to be secure financially, spiritually, intimately, intellectually. I need to be secure in all facets of our relationship, because everything that you're demanding from me, because I'm a woman, I expect you to demand the same from me. Period.
God damn, she cooking. She on the money right now.
Okay.
Listen.
Hold on, real quick, everybody, right? Wait, hold on, Mr.
Mhm.
Best. I gotta give a shout out to, when the raindrops fall from the sky, okay?
She stole my thunder.
She stole my thunder. She says, "Shh, if I'm quiet enough, the host and the panelists won't even know I'm here."
Oh,
Up
wow.
until it's
I've been
time
here
to,
for
but realistically, like, you don't need to make $1 million, sirs,
Well, she
y'all
stole
don't
my
need to
thunder.
make $1 million. We don't need millionaires. It's not necessary. We can live perfectly fine, normal, happy, exciting lives, and you not make $1 million. However, as far as security goes, sir.
Oh no.
Yep. Jordan, are you still here?
She put herself on mute.
We can't hear you, Jordan.
Something must have happened
Oh.
to Mike. She was
Oh,
rocking
I'm
up.
sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh,
You good. You good.
But
Yeah.
I like I said, we don't need $1 million to, like, women don't need $1 million. We don't need no baller. We don't need none of that. A lot of people are living below the poverty line, but people are barely making it, and people are still having great lives. Their lives aren't missing. You still have the basis. You got life. Life is working for you. So women just require security in all facets of their relationship. But for me, you can make less than me or you can make more than me, but all I really want to know is that when it's time to move a mountain, you can move a mountain. Period.
I'm saying that we got to provide that security and stability as a whole, as a unit.
Absolutely. Everything that I'm asking for, I expect you to ask for the same.
Thank you, sister.
Hold on. Okay, Mary, what you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, in general, when we have, and she's cooking, Jordan, go ahead. Everything that we have or that we ask of the man, women can do it, but we don't want to have to do it. We don't want to have to. Like, when we look for security, we want to be that for our husbands, but you can look at single mom situations all the time and see they're the provider, they're the protector, they're the this, they're the that. But in a relationship, we would want that security from a man. And I am wholeheartedly 100%. If there's intruder alert, we together fighting on this. There's noise at the middle of the night. Let's go see together what happened. What is that? If it's something strange that we don't understand or what have you. I'm all about that. I think that a lot of the time we can be considered as we only look for that from our mate. But in actuality, like Mr. Best said, it's a two-way street. Like, there's some certain securities that men look for from women too. Like, they want to be secure in that they don't have to fight every man on the street because their woman doesn't know how to be loyal, kind of thing. That there's so many different facets of what it looks like for a woman to be the protector, not just to protect her husband and he not protect her, but what it looks like to have that mutuality. And I appreciate Mr. Best saying that.
Yeah, that right there.
Absolutely.
That's what I was about to go with. See, it's different. The way a man protects a woman is different than the way a woman protects a man. Like how you said, the woman protects us with her loyalty. We protect her with our provision, our physicality. But that's still protection. She provides us with honor and respect and praise. We provide her with security. You see what I'm saying? It works hand in hand. You feel what I'm saying? And and this is what I be trying to tell people, when we get out of order, that's when stuff starts to mess up. And now a lot of people they're trying to be the one that's looking for security instead of getting the provision. And then one person is trying to be the person with honor and praise instead of providing security. And then domesticated lifestyle, companionship, so on and so forth, leadership, being able to see 5, 6, 7, 10 steps ahead. They need that. They need to understand, hey, babe, if something come up, you guide us down the road. You guide us into the next 5 years. You're already thinking about these things. You see what I'm saying? Jordan said it correctly, and I be talking about this all the time. When you meet an actual woman, she's not into having a whole bunch of riches. Her riches is found in who she's with. Her legacy is found in the man she marries. And she's okay with that. She understands that. She relishes in that. And those type of people, they usually fall into riches because they're together. Mm-hmm. They achieve heights because they're together. That's right. My father says when two come together and touch and agree on anything, nothing will be withheld from them. That shows that shows what the union of a man and a woman can achieve. I keep telling people that stuff. We're talking about spiritual power where, like she said, moving mountains, you can move it. You'll see stuff open up. Like you like, hey, when did this come in? Like where all this stuff come from? It'll just start moving. It'll just start shaping right to your life. But you have to first be in order for that type of stuff to happen. And first and foremost, we got to start getting to what's called genuity, authenticity, and actually authentically loving each other for who we are. Not for what we have and what we do.
Okay.
And it's just doing those little things. It's just doing the little things for each other. You know what I'm saying? Like the woman, she provides the security for a man. She's providing with her femininity. You know what I'm saying? She's cooking. She's making sure your slippers is at the door. You know what I mean? When you have guests over, she's serving the guests and making sure that they're taken care of. She's providing that homely atmosphere for your guests and for your kids. You as a man, when you know, let's say you off from work and she come home, you know what I'm saying? The place is clean. You got her favorite snack out. You know what I'm saying? It's different things. Y'all just mold and work together. You know what I'm saying? And as you're doing that and y'all providing that for each other, man, it just creates a great environment. But the problem is that a lot of times these relationships, you know what I mean, how they go wrong is that the woman will sometimes ask for a man to do everything, or sometimes the man will ask for the woman to do everything, and they don't want to work together. You know what I'm saying? And people are just using people, and that's where it gets misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, if you mix religion with it, or you mix, you know, other things with it, it can get tricky. It can get tricky, man. So you gotta, like Sister Jordan was saying, you gotta choose the right person, man. You gotta choose the right person on one accord.
That's the most important thing you could possibly do. Outside, the next thing is as having a child. Outside of having a child, the most important thing you can do is choosing the people in your space, because their energy affects all the things around them. Your energy affects all the things around you, and your energy can change the world around you, and bringing someone in can change the energy around you. And if you are really trying to vibe on a higher frequency, it is imperative that you be very selective about who you let in your circle. Period. To me, it's a no-brainer, because to me, but relationships are about balance, and it's not a 50-50 thing ever. It's always 100-100. We both be going at this at 100% every day. And respecting that I bring things to the table that you cannot, and there will be times where you need to step back and I have to step up, and vice versa. And that's the whole point of me dealing with you and you dealing with me, that you entrusted me with your everything, and I am entrusting you with my everything. So I entrust you as my king to lead us, and you should trust me as your queen to lead us when it's necessary. There will be times where you cannot do it. You can't, but that's the whole reason why you got with me, is that in the event that you cannot, I can.
Yo, she is in the money. Yo, I don't know if she been watching the show. You know what I mean? She must have read my book, man. That is what I'm talking about.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, like,
oh my God,
Jordan, you are on fire.
Social media has fucked people up. Social media has fucked people up. Stop following people. Social media is followers following followers. Stop listening to social media. They are not telling you the truth. Those people are going through the same things you are going through. They just have money. That is the only difference. Them people have money. That's it. Stop basing your life on some unrealistic lifestyle, because those people understand that their lives are manufactured. Their lives are put on social media, and there are things purposefully put on social media so that you can compare your life to them, knowing that it will never measure up because it's manufactured.
Yeah.
And
Jordan,
lastly,
before I get to the number 2 question, I gotta say this though. You're spot on as far as the social media aspect, because I said this before. Social media has ruined a lot of things in dating, and that's why we're so screwed up. This is why you see a whole ridiculous list and qualifications, because people feed into social media so much. Go ahead, Mr. Best in the World. After you rock out, I'm going to the number 2 question.
And lastly, like the sister was saying, sometimes a woman got to step up when a man can't step up for himself. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Sometimes he got to step up when she can't do it. You know what I mean? So, and that's the thing. And with men, we cannot be afraid to ask the woman to step up, because women ain't never afraid to ask a man to step up. They ain't never afraid. They ain't never scared. If you was lacking as a man, she gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? Off top. And they are told to tell you. You know what I mean? So brothers, tell the sisters, man, let them know when she ain't doing the thing. Yeah.
Man, I see some
M3,
women, they
before we
tell
move
other
on, can I
people.
say something real quick?
I'm sorry, Truth. I gotta get to number 2 already, because we're already been number 1. Huh?
Literally. 10 seconds
Say again?
literally. 10 seconds literally.
All right, go ahead. Real
The
quick.
thing she said about the 100 is on point, and let's say somebody fall off 25% from that 100. The other person pick up to that 125, and the other person's left at 75. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not 85-15 or 75-25.
It's a living
right.
thing. It's a living
All right.
percentage, right?
Thank you, guys. All right, so number 2, right? Man, we gotta move on. It's already been 42 minutes. Yeah. So a man should be 6'6". Don't you think that number's intriguing? I'm gonna tell you what 6'6" is. In order to qualify the minimum attraction level, the minimum level of a woman's attraction. While some women are short, fat, and broke, okay? I said some, not all, right? And the reason why these are listed is because normally those are the ones who are looking for the 6'6". The 6'6" is you're looking for a man that's 6 feet and above, okay? Making the 6 figures, which we kind of already narrowed down about the money thing. But you also want a man who has a 6-pack, okay? So that part is also listed in one of the things that sounds disingenuous, especially if it's coming from a person, right? At this point, you know what? Let me change this real quick. I'm just gonna put, just for Mr. Best, right, and for Jordan, I'm gonna put females. There we go. I'm gonna change from women to females, right? You know, on this one. While some females are short, fat, and broke. What you guys think about that?
It's some short, fat, broke men. That is the most unrealistic, disingenuous ever. Most people don't make 6 figures. Period. You don't make 6 figures. So as we already discussed, money is not everything. Don't hang your hat on money. Life is bigger than money. You can have plenty of things without having an exorbitant amount of money. The money should not make you. It should not be the catalyst on which you choose a partner. That is the most ignorant thing that you could possibly do, because you will miss out on an amazing person simply because they don't make 6 figures when most people don't. Being 6 foot tall, that's something else. That's a preference. If you like 6 feet tall people, that's all you. But there's a lot of plenty of fat, broke, bald head men. I mean, that's
I know. Look, I understand, but I'm just talking about, like, this is what the majority usually hear, right? Because, you know, men don't really care like about like a woman's height like that. Most of unfortunately us men, we're a little narrow-minded and kind of superficial. We looking at, okay, as long as she look good, she could work at Burger King's. All I cares. I ain't tripping about how much money she makes or whatever, right? Or how tall she is. If she just looks good and she could just ride on me, like, man, I'm set for life, you know. But we hear the 666 part a lot from the women's side, and the female side, and look, these are not like beautiful women that's saying this. These are not tall women that's saying this, and these are not the most fit women that's saying this. You know, some of them, the ones who are actually women, don't really look at that list because some of them are realistic, but they'll still work with a man as long as he can at least, you know, be there for him. But these females, right? Like I said, the ones that's listed, those are the ones that look for that triple six number in a man. And that's the part where I look at like it's disingenuous because it's like, what do you have to offer for him? Now, Mr. Best said it earlier, like, hey, men need protection too from women. You know, it should be on both ends. But if you're narrow-minded and you're just only looking out for yourself, I think, to me, that's where the disingenuous comes into play for. But that's just me. Number 2, hell no. Okay, I hear you. And Jay, no, whoever you are, I had to block him. Let me see. And shout outs to Where the Rabbit Hole Ends. You know, we're still rocking the shirts that you guys made. So salute to Mike and Mimsy. And then we have Saira. Hello.
Hey, Lady Saira.
All right. But I'm sorry, Jordan, would you like yeah, you could continue if you were still talking. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you good. You good. I mean it's all about preference. And if you are a woman who actually wants a 666, as silly as that may be, a 666, it's not. He might want you back. Some men like little squishy, you know, rotunds. It's to each his
Lady
own.
Jordan, hold on a second. I gotta let my guest in. I'm sorry. Man, I'm so glad his brother came in.
Oh, you know
okay. What I mean? He's definitely YouTube royalty. I respect what he's doing in these YouTube streets. Gotta give a shout out, man, to my brother, Auntie. What's up, brother?
Oh, salute.
How you doing, sir?
What's going on?
Salute.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Auntie.
Chilling, man. Thanks for having me up, dog.
Definitely. Thanks for coming through, fam.
That's all good.
Thank you.
Y'all continue, man. I'll jump in.
All right, no problem. Yeah, thank you for joining the show, sir. I appreciate it. Let me read this comment. The only woman that has ever told me they required the 6 stuff called themselves models when most men couldn't touch them with a stick. Okay. That's how it be, you know? All right, let me see. Who was next? Like you, who was talking? Was it Mr. Best or was it Truth?
Nah, Jordan was talking.
No, it was Jordan.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
No worries. I was basically done. I mean, to each his own. The 666 thing is this is literally the first time I've ever heard that. But it's clearly a matter of preference. If that's what you want, fine. But we definitely should start living in reality. That everybody is not going to be 6 foot tall with 6 figures and a 6-pack. It's just not. And I mean, it's very plausible. If you can think it's possible. But outside of that, what else are you wanting from him, and what exactly are you willing to give? And if you are asking for someone that's 6 feet tall and 6 figures and a 6-pack, you should be asking for exactly what you're willing to give.
Okay, I respect that. All right.
In that statement, I would just wonder how much of that is talk and how much of it is like manifesting, you know, their actual having that relationship with the person that they're looking for. A lot of people can talk that talk, but they are not living that life. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's on that list because for a good reason.
I hear you, Marion. Yeah. I mean, Mrs. M3. All right. And T, what you think about this? I know you just came in, but the number 2 most common statement is a man should be 6'6", 6 feet tall.
That's nothing new. I've been hearing that, you know what I'm saying, since I was young in the 80s, like, and it wasn't even just 6'6", it was 6'6". You know what I'm saying? They want the 6-pack, the 6 figures, the 6 feet, and the 6 inches.
Yeah,
so you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. I forgot.
You know what I'm saying? Like minimum. So I mean, people want what they want, and whatever. I mean, you're probably not gonna find all of that in the same package like all of the time, but you know, people want what they want. They don't really think about whether or not it's available or whether or not they actually qualify to have it. People just want it. You know what I'm saying? The same way you got dudes out here that are out of shape, belly hanging over their belt, you know what I'm saying, make no money, but you know what I'm saying, they want a model chick. You know what I'm saying? They want Halle Berry in her prime. You know what I'm saying? And they don't qualify for that neither. but they think they're entitled to it. So that's just kind of the world we living in.
Window shopping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Facts. What you think, Truth? Or the quadruple six?
I definitely agree with what Ant was saying. That was where I was going. That people you know, I won't never tell nobody to not want what they want. You know, that's their preference. But it's become starting to dip in the line of delusion when you look at them and see what they're asking for. And one thing I always tell people, be worthy of what you're asking for. One thing I'm big on is reciprocity. And that goes into the lines of physicality as well. Like we already know it's only like 15% of men that's over 6 feet. We already know it's 15% of men that make 6 figures. I'm not going into the other line because that don't matter. I'm just sticking with this part. So you're talking about all of the men in the world, 15%. So you got to at least be on the opposite end of the spectrum to meet to the 15% of women and what the delusional guys that they're looking for. Because like you said, it's these goofballs. Majority of them, they saying the same thing. They talking about Holly Berry. Everyone's talking about a woman's weight, what they look like, the BMI, the European standard for beauty, all you know, the Samuelettes, all these Kevin Samuel wannabes, you know, his sons and daughters, keeps the Samuelettes and everything. They run around here spreading that stupid ass rhetoric, and then you look at them and be like, yo. You expect a woman to talk to your goofy ass, bro? Come on, man. Like, nah. We already know women. One thing women can smell is a lane. They can smell that. They can smell when a nigga is goofy. They can smell when he ain't about what he talking. They can smell that stuff. It's just it's like nature. You already know how the lion is. She seeks that daggone that lion with the big mane around his head and everything like that. She want that type of king. And that's just always in nature. So when you hear these other guys that's out here looking like Dan Gilbert out here talking about they want a model black woman with the hair down her back, no makeup, plus she gotta be highly intelligent, plus she can't have no kids. Her womb has to be, not used up and all this other type of stuff. And then you look at them and say, bro, we all want that. But I'm not delusional enough thinking I'm going to have all that in a row. I'm going to become the best man I can be for myself. And then the woman that, I choose, if she wants to run along this train, then we're going together. It's just as simple as that. But yeah, it's a lot of delusion running around here. But if they want to go with that delusion, they entitled to do it. Good for them.
All right. Well, I gotta welcome Miss D Librarian. Thank you for tuning in.
Welcome, Sister D Librarian. Good to see you.
Welcome, Queen.
How you doing?
Yes, D. Thank you for joining to Knowledge and Relationships for the first time. Tonight's topic is pretty much 7 top dating expectations people say that sounds disingenuous. And these statements that I'll pull up, you could be the judge for this. But we're on number 2. Number 2 is a man. This is what they say. A man should be 6'6" and 6 in order to qualify the minimum attraction level for a woman. While some females, right? And there's a difference between females and women, right? So the females who are normally short, fat, and broke are usually the main ones that wants the 6 foot height, the 6 pack, the 6 figures, and the 6 inches. What you think about that?
I don't know if her mic is on. Looks like she's having mic trouble.
I'm see. D, let me know in the private chat if your mic is working or not. And then we could go back to you. But Mr. Best, what you think?
I'm gonna drop it down real quick.
Okay.
What I think is this. mean, listen, you got to go for what you're attracted to. So if you're attracted to a certain female, or you're attracted to a certain, male or whatever, go for what you're attracted to. I'm never gonna tell somebody not to go for what they're not, for what they're attracted to. Like, go for yours. You know what I'm saying? And if if that person fits what you're looking for, they fit who you are. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But understand that you got no difference between what you're attracted to and things that are just kind of don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? So if something don't really matter, you know what I mean? Then you kind of gotta push that to the side. But if you really are attracted to a person and you really want somebody that is that height, and that's all you're attracted to, you love taller men, you ain't really rocking with the short dudes, go for your sister. I mean, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But them other qualifications, they ain't really about attraction. It's kind of really about preference. You can kind of be more flexible on that one. You know what I mean? But as far as attraction, ain't really no flexibility. Like if you a type of dude and you like light skinned girls, then that's what you like. Don't be trying to date no dark chocolate. All right. If you're a girl and you want a dark skinned dude, don't be trying to date. I'll be sure it ain't gonna work for your sister. It's not gonna work. All right. You want what you want. I can tell you, not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what you desire. All right. So what you desire is what you desire. Ain't nothing. Ain't nobody gonna be able to change that. Only you can decide that. So as far as desires, ain't really nothing you can do about that. That's just what you like. What you like is what you like. But preferences, there's some flexibility on that one. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Best. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the number 3. I keep calling it questions. They're not questions. They're statements, quotes that you'll normally hear. And D, check your D librarian. Please check your the private message. Let us know when you're ready to come back up if your mic is working or not. So, all right. So
y'all don't limit y'all dating pool, please. Just don't limit your dating pool. You can want 666 and 6,000 if you want, but don't eliminate other people because you never know what somebody might offer you because you think they can't.
Thank you, Jordan. And you're right about that. And honestly, that goes for anyone. Even for the men. Don't limit your pool because this person may not be this perfect model that you was looking for. You know what I mean? Or a perfect race or whatever, however you're looking for. Look at her for a minute. At least get to know her. Number 3 is so, and this is funny. I wish I had pulled up the video so I could actually show you the proof about this, but I was watching a video and it was saying it's okay for a woman to reject men harshly. Okay? Because we're used to rejection, but it's not okay for the other way around when it comes to men rejecting women. Ain't that something? Let's see. Yep, I agree. All right, so what you guys think about that? I'll read it one more time. It's okay for women, women to reject men harshly. And we just take it and shut up because we're men, But if we were to reject women, we will be the you gotta come a little closer. We will be like the jerks. We will be like the so-called a-holes. You know what I mean? We're just gonna be like the scum of the earth for telling a woman that we're not attracted to her.
You know what's funny? It's crazy that you're asking this question.
Oh no, this is like statements that I hear. But
no. I'm about to tell you why it's crazy that you're asking this question. It's crazy that you're asking this question because when I'm trying to tell you, bro, because I just literally just got finished and I'm dead ass rejecting this girl for probably like the 10th damn time. And they do not like it. It basically, the first thing they say is, what's wrong with me? Damn, ain't no nigga never turned this pussy down before. they start saying all types of stuff. They get forceful. They'll start trying to take shit off. They do shit, try to creep over your house. Like, they really do not know how to take rejection at all. But they talk about us. Y'all have not seen a woman that's used to getting men, because it's a lot of these desperate ass niggas out here. They go off when they're not used to that. Like, I think, oh yeah, look, we got one right down in there. She said, "I've never been rejected." Let her get rejected for the first time. She gonna go fucking off. I'm trying to tell you, they can't take it. But then they talk about us. And again, I'm not talking about the goofballs. Men know how to handle rejection. Especially like when you're out here hunting, you're going to get a couple of them to turn you down. But if you that guy, not very few is going to turn you down. It's that simple. You're going to score more than you have to let go. So no, we don't have problems. It's the ones that's not used to it, and it's very limited. And when they finally get up enough gall to go approach a woman, and then she turns them down, it's like, damn, I just got finished, get myself together, getting my britches up, and then I came at you and you still turned me down. So then now their self-esteem go back down and stuff like that. It don't bother me because I don't have a problem getting women. I don't have a problem getting beautiful women. Never have. So it's just a different thing. But don't let women fool you, bro. They go off too. I'm trying to, and they do some crazy shit where if we did some of the shit they did, we go to jail for it. I'm trying to tell you.
I have a story about this, right? There was two girls. Okay, in my pastime or whatever, right? Two girls I just kind of rejected.
Okay? You had to clarify that your pastime.
Yes. Okay. Because you gotta break it down for the internet, right? Before they try to clip stuff. But anyways, so in middle school, I was just like in a, just one of those short-term relationships. And what happened? At first, I wasn't really into her like that. And so I turned her down. But then, next time around, she started wailing on me on my face and all that. Just started firing back. I was like, damn. Like, what the hell did I do? What the hell did I do to deserve that? I just said, I just didn't want to do it right now at the moment. The other one, okay, she called it quits, which I was kind of happy about, right? Because then it didn't make me look like the bad guy. Because the woman was just overbearing after being in a relationship with her. But then she wanted to be back in a relationship. And I just said in the most respectful way, I was like, look, nah, I'm good. I wasn't really attracted to you like that. And that was it. Oh boy, why did I say that? I'd destroy her personality, her self-esteem. She became a bitter person. Even going into college, she became a bitter person. And I think if I still see her on the streets, she'll still be walking like Mad Dog. You know what I mean? Hold on, where my dog sound effects or whatever? You know what I mean? Oops, wrong one. She'll be walking like that, So, yeah, it kind of goes back to what, Ghost Foot or whatever, however you pronounce his name. Yeah, they would actually lose their mind. And time after time, I've witnessed and I've seen and I tested, other women and how they react when they try to get so much attention, so much of my time just so they could waste it. And I don't give in to that. I just stay focused and they just go batshit crazy. So that's just what it is, Jordan, what you think?
I think we got to define harshly, because it's a lot of sensitive people out here who think saying no means you're being rude, and it's not. People have the right to decline your advances, and they don't have to give you a reason. Explanations are courtesies. Nobody owes you anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
However, you do not have the right to be disrespectful to somebody because they make a choice for themselves. If you're gonna be rude to somebody and be disrespectful, then you have to be willing to take whatever smoke come with that disrespect. Because people don't take kindly to disrespect, and they shouldn't, because you demand respect for yourself. I mean, I think rejection is imperative. You should make it a point to go out and be rejected, because rejection is how you build your game.
Hold on for 1 second, Jordan. I don't know who this person is, but I'm about to give him the boot in just a second. Unless if this person shows his face. All right. Hold on for a minute. Okay, hold on. We got a troll in here. Okay, require our guests to authenticate. There we go. Sorry, guys. You guys can't see what I see, but me and Mr. Best can. And yeah, it was a rainbow troll. I'll say it like that, based off the name that he put. But anyways, but go ahead, Jordan. Sorry about that.
Oh no, I was done. Just respect people. You can say no without being disrespectful, and a rejection is a good thing. Don't take it as a bad thing. It just means you need to, spicy up your macking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dig it. What about you, Kay?
Well, for me, I think the statement is probably based off of the fact that we think that men are tougher than women. I mean, even as I say that, even in my brain, I think, yeah, that's true. But emotionally speaking, we feel like men can take more than a woman can. And so for a woman to come off as harsh and it be acceptable, and a man to come off as harsh to a woman and it be like shut down, like, dude, that was too mean. It's because I think society views men as not emotional, and it views women as emotional. And so that's why I think that even, that differentiation or that kind of split happens, because, she rejected you. Then the guy would be like, ooh, she told you. Oh, but the guy probably go home and cry in his pillow, and it's okay. But his friends might see him as wimpy or as, simp because, oh, you let her get to your feelings or something like that. When she rebuked him harshly, like, I don't want anything to do with you, or whatever, take your drink back, I don't want it, whatever it is that he perceived as harsh, it's because society, we don't necessarily take guys' feelings into consideration. And so we accept a woman being harsh to a guy faster than we accept a man being harsh to a woman. That's what I think.
Okay. And real quick, shout outs to like the people like who's rocking with us with Twitch, like Ghostfoot. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. If you are new to Knowledge and Relationships and you have not followed us, please don't forget to follow us. And anybody else that's on the Twitch side that's watching us, please follow us on Twitch. As far as the YouTube gang, excuse me, please subscribe to us on YouTube and continue to support. Get the likes up, everyone, and share the videos. All right. Let me see. Truth. What's your thoughts? Let me see.
Oh, remember already?
Oh wait, well, I forgot. I'm sorry. You was the first. Yeah. My bad, Truth. Sorry, y'all, because I got distracted earlier because I know while y'all was talking. Like I said, there was someone had to kick off. But Mr. Best, are you here? Let me see. Okay, Mr. Best. All right. We're gonna go and continue to number 4. Now, I'm for sure in the Red Pill community, right? We hear this all the goddamn time. A woman should be beautiful and submissive. Even if a man is not leading, and providing for her. Yeah, you're right. It kind of goes with number 2. It's like the male version of saying this delusional stuff. Like I said, a woman should be beautiful and submissive. You gotta be beautiful plus submissive minus a man that is not leading and providing for her.
We changed that one to female. Should we change that to a male who's not leading?
Yep.
Yep. You know what? Yep. Just for equality purposes, right? You're right. I'm gonna change this from a man to a.
That's what I'm talking about. Consistent. I love it.
You know what I mean? I like that. Good call out though. I should call him boy, but maybe that'll be. We won't keep boy.
Yeah, we give him the benefit of the doubt by calling him adult male. That's what.
Yes. And Daydream says people can't tolerate rejection, and Ghostfoot says Mrs. M3 is insightful. Hee. Thank you. Yeah. Truth, right? I mean, what you think about this though? Because I know we joke around sometimes, and then other times we kind of we're a little serious about it, but in a more corroborative way. But how do you feel like when a dude is like being demanding and telling a woman that she should be not just submissive, but you got to look the part too. You gotta be beautiful. But what do the guy has to offer? Nothing, because he a bum. And he don't want to lead. And I heard one person on someone's panel that says he don't want to lead women. And that's fine. Respect that for him, but don't expect a woman to be that way. But I digress. Truth, what you think?
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man. My brother. These guys is the reason why we are so far back. Attitude reflect leadership. I keep saying that, man. And our quote unquote, which we do not have, but since we're talking about the community, is in disarray, is divided because of these type of dudes. They're screwing the game up. Like, we were created in the image of God to represent him, to basically have dominion, to follow in his footsteps on the physical plane while he does his thing in the spiritual. And we are supposed to do that with the women. Even before we get married, we're supposed to do that with our sisters, the girls in our schools, the one we work with, our moms, our aunties, so on and so forth. It is our job to protect them in all forms, even protect them against themselves. So when you see a guy talk about he ain't got to lead or provide, but he want a beautiful, he just don't want a submissive woman. He want a beautiful one too. I just told you the submission comes with the leading and the provision. They are coincide. This is the yin and the yang. It's the masculine and the feminine. They fit together perfectly. You cannot ask for something when you don't provide your part. You don't understand who you are. I said this time and time again. No woman should submit to a male that is not submitted to God. That is not an option. That is mandatory. Simple as that.
Jordan, give us your insight. Thank you, Truth.
Damn, hold on. Y'all skip me for number 3?
Oh, we called you numerous times.
He kept calling. Yeah.
Damn, man. Yo, my bad. Can I answer number 3 real quick?
Yes, please go.
Yes. Go ahead, Mr. Best. Yeah, answer number 3, and we won't get to number 4 with Jordan. Sorry.
Nah, it's not okay for nobody to reject anybody harshly. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful of how you reject them. People. Oh, that's what Steve said. Let me bring him on in. You know what I mean?
Hey, salute, my brother.
Salute, Harris Trial Media. We see him in the building. We see y'all. Hey, Brooklyn, stand up.
Peace, guys. Peace.
Peace, guys.
How y'all doing?
Chilling.
M3, Mrs. M3. Good to see y'all.
Good to see you guys too.
Yeah, family in the building. We see you. But yeah,
Mr.
like
Best, Truth.
you already
How
know.
y'all
You already
doing?
know. Doing good, brother.
Oh, great,
What's
great.
up, my
Yeah, you
guy? Great to see
you can't
bro.
reject somebody harshly. If you reject somebody harshly, you gotta understand, like, eventually that shit gonna catch up to you. Like it is. Like it's just life. Like what you put out is what you're gonna get back. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can do that and you don't owe nobody no explanation. But understand, like, it's gonna come back on you. Trust me, when I was an asshole, I did a lot of asshole things, that shit came right back. And I didn't know how it was gonna come back, but that shit came back. And some of the shit I'm still paying for. So yeah, you could be out here doing a lot of crazy stuff and shooting up the club and acting wild and doing all types of stuff, but it's going to come back. So I think just because women think that they women, that sometimes they can just do whatever, and it's like, nah, it ain't the case. You gotta use your mind and use your integrity and use your morals and standards too, because eventually it's gonna catch up to you. Life has no favoritism at all. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you, Mr. Best. All right, Jordan, I'm going back to you with the number 4. A woman should be beautiful and submissive, even if a male, not a man, a male, is not leading and providing for her. And then, brother, he said, I'm gonna get to you as well.
So beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I would hope that whoever you are dating or attempting to date, that they would be beautiful in your eyes. So that is, I feel like that goes without saying. But a man that is not able to provide for a woman, and we've already discussed providing, but if he cannot provide for a woman, that means he cannot provide for himself. And if you cannot provide for yourself, why are you in a relationship? You need to be doing yourself a favor by getting out of that and going to work on yourself. It does not make sense to get into a relationship with somebody that cannot give you what you are asking for, and it just don't. It makes it. I feel like it's a non-starter. At least for me, like I'm everything that I ask for, I am willing to give it 100%, and I expect the same for you.
Okay, yo, that's perfect. Give you an air horn for that, brother. He said, number 4. We normally hear people say a woman should be beautiful and submissive, even if a male is not leading and providing for her.
I definitely agree that one doesn't constitute the other. I don't think it has anything to do with male or female. I think being human, I think we should have a certain level of decorum and be able to perform a certain level of reciprocity. I think that when one person does something good for us, in return, being a good human, we should do something good for them. Nothing to do with male or female, but I do think that a woman should be, a certain level of femininity despite anyone or anything. I think it's just adds to, her character and her overall perception as a lady, a woman, or any of the other terms that speak to a positive female.
Okay, thank you, Mr. He said. Mr. Best in the world. Number 4. A woman should be beautiful and submissive, even if a male is not leading and providing for her.
I'm here. Hold on 1 second. I'm here.
Okay.
Let me put my headset on. Hold on. Did Truth answer already? Everybody answered already?
Yeah. Truth. You answered number 4, right? Oh man, no, hold on. Mrs. M3 haven't answered.
Yeah.
Wait, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
I did
you.
it from
Okay.
the male point of view.
Yeah. Because I was
my
like,
way
yeah, he was
back.
the first. Yeah. Mrs. M3 didn't answer. My bad. What you think?
I think that if a man is not leading and providing for the woman, she's beautiful, she's submissive, she probably women I will say put up with a lot, but she's probably looking for him to step up his game if she loves him. And she might eventually lose interest in him if he doesn't pick it up to have that protective and provision nature, or at least have the ambition to do those things. I think, women put up with, they can love in a person like that, but after a while they may not respect him.
Okay. Thank you, Mrs. M3. I gotta read Ghostfoot's comment. He says that the fact that all women want a 250K high earning man or whatever is a myth. A parking valet can have as such passion as a lawyer has. Point being, unemployment here shows the wrong character. Man, I like your points, and I really appreciate your engagement, Ghostfoot. So I'm gonna give you definitely a shout out, right, and a mission complete to you, sir.
Yeah.
Keep it coming.
Yeah.
Now we got Mr.
Okay.
Best.
Yeah, a woman should always stay as a woman, staying feminine, stay beautiful, stay submissive, no matter what anybody's doing. Because if she's doing that, you know what I'm saying, that's where people can see that the man that she's with is a sucker and he's not doing what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? Or he's just not really a man, he's a male. You know what I'm saying? But when she steps out of that element and now she degrades herself and she's not stepping in her femininity, then she's lessering herself. You know what I mean? And stay submissive, stay doing what you're doing. And in your submission and in your beauty, what you do is, you know what I'm saying, you let it be known, hey, listen, I'm here, I've done this, that, and the third, you know what I mean, I've been your woman, I provide the feminine energy, you know what I mean, but you're not being a man at this point, you know what I'm saying, and you already had conversations, you have talked, if the behavior can, continue, you just let them know, hey, listen, I don't think we need to be together, we need to part ways. And then you make your steps accordingly. But you stepping out of that femininity, or you trying to get revenge, or you doing all this other stuff, that don't help the situation. If anything, it just makes you look bad as a woman. You know what I'm saying? And then also, a lot of times too, I think with women, you also got to choose, the right type of guys. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you can have a man that is there, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with the guy. You know what I'm saying? He can be an attractive guy. He can be doing everything he's supposed to be doing. He can be respecting you, showing you love and all that. Salute to the homie 100 Watts. Good to see you, brother. You know what I'm saying? So he could be doing all those things.
Oh, my bad.
But you want, you know what I mean? You want the popular guy. You want the guy, you know what I mean, who's popular, whether he's, popular as far as just, community wise, or popular as far as just celebrity wise, whatever. You want that. You want that. You want the glow. You know what I mean? You want, to be a part of the crew, to be a part of the attention, to have them notoriety and fame. So now you're dropping somebody that loves and respects you, and that you actually are attracted to as well, to go with somebody that you're attracted to, but you're also attracted to the other elements that don't even matter. And so now when you get the results of that, just because that person is popular, don't mean that they're a nice person. They could be doing a whole bunch of other stuff, man. You don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just gotta recognize that, you gotta go for somebody who definitely is, on your wavelength, somebody who is respecting you as a woman, you know what I'm saying? And, and is doing everything that you have to do. And I just gotta say this, as women, y'all also gotta be respectable as well. You know what I'm saying? It's a two-way street. It's not just all about the man respecting you all the time. No. You gotta be respectable too. So if you ain't being respectable as a woman, and then all of a sudden the man is just like, nah, I ain't feeling it. Oh my gosh, you big monster. No, you tripping. So if you tripping, then guess what? He's gonna make adjustments. So that's just what it is. I gotta say salute to Daryl Long. Also welcome Queen to the platform. Queen, what's going on?
Not much. How y'all doing?
We good. Queen, you up, Queen? You awake?
Wait, hold on, Mr. Best. We gotta give a shout outs to Mr. She Said as well in the building.
Hey, Mr. She Said.
Yeah. She also
Welcome
says, "Hey
to the
fam."
platform.
Yes. She says, "Hey fam, hope everyone is well. I was told many times by men growing up, you have to be more than beautiful. 100%.
That's
salutes
right.
to Daryl Long as well.
No, bro.
And also salutes to Ghostface. I call it Ghostface. My bad. Ghost. You know what I mean. Thank you for the follow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, people?
Hey, Queen.
What's up, Queen?
Hey,
What's
Queen.
the question?
Yes,
That's
it's
no question. Straight.
it's the annoying one. You got
Hey,
the
hey,
annoying
hey!
one.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. TINF. 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 Be quiet. No, stop.
Well, Queen, like since you came, CP time.
Oh,
The
don't play
title,
yourself.
Get them,
the
Don't
Queen.
do it.
title, the title is called
I
Seven
know
Top
what the
Dating
title is. I
Expectations
just
that people
need the
say that sounds
question.
ingenuous. And then the statement is down the bottom that a woman should be beautiful and submissive, even if a male is not leading not leading and providing for her. Basically,
Yeah,
he's a
she
bum.
needs to be beautiful and submissive for herself and not for him. If he can't take care of himself, there's no way he can take care of her. Now, hard times hit everybody, but if he not doing for himself, I ain't nobody, mama. I ain't birthed no grown man, so no. And I just want to answer. I don't know. I was listening on my way to where I needed to get to. I just want to say that, yeah, you shouldn't be disrespectful, but I feel like men, I know these are, somebody always says, oh, we give the worst case scenario, but men and rejection these days is crazy. You got dudes following women outside clubs, shooting them because they won't give them their phone number. You got men showing up to people's job, throwing acid on them. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I think Jeezy gave an example about when the girl said no, the dude followed her up the stairs and violated her. Like, I mean, I don't know what's going on with the water or the Similac with these new dudes, but y'all need to stay off this, what is it called?
Testosterone juice.
Growth hormones. Y'all need to get on some organic Similac or drink some almond milk, because y'all tripping. Y'all tripping, man. Stay away from the cow. No more milk for you. I don't know what products you drinking, no orange juice. Drink some beets and some wheatgrass, because y'all tripping these days, man.
Thanks to my grass-fed milk.
Unfortunately, sometimes women feel like they have to say yes because they don't want to be disrespected, they don't want to be violated, or they don't want to be deleted. I'm just saying, like, y'all need, like Jordan said, y'all need to be rejected a little bit more, because y'all, we don't show up to your house and throw stuff on you if you say no. I mean, we just, girl, whatever, you eat all that anyway. I mean, what we gonna do to you? But y'all, trying to run people over, waiting for them in the bushes. Come on, grow some hair somewhere. You got some bald spots somewhere. Y'all need to figure that out.
Hey, Queen, believe me, it gets wicked out here for us too. Trust me.
Huh?
Trust me. It gets wicked out here for us too.
Oh, well, that don't make the news. I only know what I see and what I hear.
There we go. And I'm glad you say that. That's
I mean, but yeah, but
hey, hit that tone, M3. That because she.
Oh, you talking about that?
Truth, really?
But
really? You hold on. Come on, don't play yourself.
Uh-oh.
You really saying? Hold on. You really saying when a woman says no to a man got worried about her deleting him? Please.
That's a pretty good game.
Let me tell you something. There's some crazy stuff out here. I'm trying to tell you.
Well, statistically, we got to worry about more than y'all, because y'all are physically stronger than us.
What she said?
Hey, listen. I probably agree with that, but it doesn't mean it don't happen. That's what I'm saying.
I'll say it like this, okay? The most commonly thing that is known that's been reported is that, okay, statistically, a female, okay, will pretty much make your life a living hell. She'll do whatever it takes in a passive way to make sure she ruin your reputation and relationships, and if she could strip you for your money to make you go insane mentally, okay, that is just enough for her. Whereas men tend to be more aggressive, okay, because we're like the kind of the dominant figures, so we're more in a direct force. We would probably, those crazy type of men, okay, will beat a woman, will stalk a woman, will try to pull up the addresses and all kinds of foul stuff, because most of them are desperate as it is, but that doesn't make the situation any less, because they're both toxic. And speaking of toxic, salutes to Toxic right here. Toxic Tangent Podcast.
Hey, what's going on, I think what Queen is talking about, I think is the problem, man, that a lot of times women can do. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times women, they always make it seem like they always play the scene where the man is just like the worst thing ever. And a lot of times it's because y'all been watching too much Oprah, too much Lifetime movies, too much of a lot of that crap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A lot of that crap gonna stop today. You know, because what it does is poisons your mind. You know what I mean? Poisons your mind and your heart. It poisons you. You know what I'm saying? When you're thinking that,
I'll point yourself.
when you're thinking that, you're thinking that, women, are doing more. Men are doing more things than women, and it's not true. You know what I mean? Both men and women both can do things that are toxic and that are disgraceful. You know what I'm saying? That can come in different forms, but they both can do different things. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just how it is. You know what I mean? We've heard of women setting dudes up, having them deleted, doing all types of crazy
stuff. Plenty of them. That's what I'm saying.
So we're not gonna do this toxic femininity stuff where, we try to make it seem where the women are have it more worse and all that. Nah, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? Both have
never forget Steve Harvey.
Yeah, both have done their things, and both at times have attacked each other. You know what I'm saying? It's equal across the board.
All right,
no,
Romeo.
It's not.
I said what I said.
It's only equal if you report it. So if you're not reporting it, we don't know. I just go on what I know. And
wait, hold on. I got something about that. Let's not go too far.
96 cases. One study of 96 cases of domestic abuse reported that men are significantly more likely to be repeat perpetrators and significantly more likely than women.
Doesn't make what you're saying.
Hold on, stop it.
Hey, Rio, let me go after her.
Hold on. If it's not written, it didn't happen. So if you're not going to report it, there's nothing we can go off of. We only going off of what's reported, right?
That's right.
I'm not saying that it's not true that men are not significantly high, but at the end of the day, if we go off statistics and data, there are way more. There are no abusive DV shelters for men. It's only for women. So when men are being abused, stand up and say something.
I agree.
Wait, hold on.
Y'all just started talking about being violated.
Hold on.
So talk about being abused.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I agree.
See, okay, hold on, Truth, right? See, I had a bonus question, but now I got to pull up real quick, right? Because
hold up, man.
Right, yeah, I want to pull up real quick, and we'll get to number 5 because we're almost running out of time. All right, Queen, right? Let me ask you this though. So, in a hostile work environment, if a man faces sexual harassment from a woman and does not report it to his supervisor, should the woman still be held at fault, or would it now be the man's fault for not speaking up? Answer that for me, Queen.
What?
In a hostile work environment, if a man faces sexual harassment from a woman and does not report it to a supervisor, should the woman still be held at fault, or would it now be the man's fault for not speaking up?
It's like you can change your voice. You can change your voice.
I was both.
It's both.
Okay. So how would it be at fault for the men? Let me ask you this. Why would you think that?
Because you're not saying nothing. If you're not gonna say nothing, then you want to sit there and be abused and be abused.
Mm-hmm.
And how can she be held accountable if you don't want to speak up? Be a man, speak up. Why? What you?
I know where you're going at. Go ahead, bro.
Huh?
Get it.
What?
Okay.
What?
All right. Wait,
What?
I know where you're going. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm getting there. Hold on. Daydreamer says, how can she be at fault if she wasn't reported?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I like this. Hold on. I like this part real quick. Let me put myself in the middle real quick. Okay. Hey, she's saying Queen's preaching? All right. Oh, yeah. I got y'all that one. That's but Jordan said she should.
Y'all can never beat us at the bed. I keep telling y'all that.
Oh, I love this. I'm not even finished yet, Mr. Best. Hold on.
I know you ain't.
Jordan, I do respect you. You said that she should be held accountable, right? But according to Queen said both basically should be held accountable. Okay.
No, I said they're both at fault.
Well, okay. Well, both.
He didn't speak up.
Hold on. Let me finish. One mic.
Okay. So let's reiterate this, right? Before I get to my question. Okay, my follow-up question. So Queen says both. The man and the woman who sexually harassed the man at work, and the man who chose not to speak up, they're both at fault. Okay, of course, obviously the woman's at fault because she assaulted him sexually. You know, she probably broke him up, right? You know, and he just took it. But the man is at fault because he chose not to speak up, and Queen said he should have been a man about it and speak up. And then Daydream is saying that Queen is preaching right now, and she's asking how can she be at fault if she wasn't reported? So basically, because she wasn't reported, she's saying that it's the man's fault. Okay, but Jordan in the comments says that she should be held accountable, which I do agree. She also says a woman doesn't report a blank issue, it doesn't mean that it didn't happen, right?
She heard me earlier.
Yeah,
yep, that's right.
Yeah. So, and I think Jordan knows where I'm getting to our part, right? And
then
Peace of Mind says victim blaming. Wow. Okay. Although Quantum Love says then a man can't be at fault if a woman doesn't report it.
There it is.
No. It's the men that got to report it, Quantum, because the woman.
It's the opposite.
No, but she's saying the opposite, bro.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying, right? No,
that wasn't where you was going at, Rio?
Yeah, so this is where I was going at, right? So it's not true because y'all already know what I'm about to say, right?
Let's get it.
And you know I'm about to say the R word, so I'm just saying parental, advisory, whatever type of bullshit, right? So, okay. So if a man got a man up, keep in mind this is what Queen said, right? He got a man up and report. How many of these bastards, right, took advantage of these young women, okay, and raped them senselessly, beat them unconscious? I know a couple of people that went through this shit, okay, and I don't condone none of that. You know what I mean? But could we really tell a woman, oh, why didn't you not report that? Why did you not tell your parents about that? That he groped you. You know what I mean? We're going to say grape. You know what I mean? Grope and rape. All right? He raped you. So why didn't you tell your family about that? Why didn't you tell your mother that daddy touched you in an inappropriate way? Or why didn't you tell the father or other brothers or whatever that uncle played some foul games? Okay? Why was this kept as a secret? All right? That bastard, that sick bastard should be held accountable. But am I going to ask you, well, because you didn't report that, not even to authorities, this is all your fault as well. You know? Or you should woman up. Put your big girl panties on, right? As a woman, toughen the fuck up, right? You know, and take responsibility of you getting your ass raped because you didn't report that shit. Yeah, it's his fault too, whatever, but it's your fault as well because you didn't speak up.
It goes back to the double standard of society, how we see men as more tough than women, and how men can feel that stereotype and then not speak up because they feel like if I speak up, I'm a sissy, I'm a wimp, I'm a simp. So they keep it to themselves because they're embarrassed. Because society expects them to man up.
Yep.
Or what does that even mean? It just society expects them not to have emotions about the same things that they go through because it's more reported for women because we're expected to be more emotional. We're accepted when we come forth with our emotions sometimes, because not all the time. Some women are falsely accused of having said something inappropriate or untrue when it really was true about uncle or papa or whomever. But men even less so speak up, less than women.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me respond to Miss She Says comment. I probably said that a little bit too out of context. I'm not talking about like an underage girl, right? Because I'm not trying to go too far with YouTube or whatever.
Happen,
yeah, which that does happen. I do acknowledge that, but I'm talking about like young women, like women that's like 18, like 20, like 23 or something like that, like still like in adulthood, but they still don't say anything. Some women, right? They could be in their 30s and they kind of get into stuff like that, and they still don't even report that. Maybe because they're ashamed, they're embarrassed, but it's their fault for not reporting it. And they should.
Dude, let me air fry this real quick. I'm gonna pass the rock the truth. I'm gonna air fry this real quick. I'm gonna air fry it real quick. See, it's a meme that goes around that I always watch. It's a white dude, and the lady asks, "What does society think about men? Why does society compare? What do they feel about men?" He like, society don't care about men. And he breaks down all the factors. I know y'all all seen that meme on Instagram, on everywhere else. And he breaks down all the factors why. You gotta see it again. I'm gonna find it again. And it's true. And it's true. And shout out to OG Patrice. Salute. Listen, you know what I'm saying? They don't care about us until the shit hits the fan. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I keep telling them, you take care of you first. That was one of my biggest mistakes. I was trying to take care of everybody else. I want to take care of me. If I would have took care of me first, I would have been in a way better position than I am now. But I should have took care of me first, but I did not. And now I'm paying for those mistakes. Take care of you first as a man. There's only one you. You ain't gonna be able to hit the reset button. Okay? There's certain things gonna get on you as a man that you're gonna have to really fight for your life to get out of. And if you're not taking care of yourself, it's gonna be hard for you to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, somebody doing something to you, female treating you wrong, anything going on as far as that, report it. Report it. Sue they ass. Okay? Because they will do the same to you. Trust me, in a heartbeat. They'll throw you in that cell quicker than you can flip a pancake. So do it to them. You know what I mean? And that's all I gotta say. Truth going to cook, bro.
Yeah, so everybody know we all on the same wavelength, bro. And this is a sad truth that's going around, bro, that this is how men are treated. You see what I'm saying? This is how we are actually treated. If we supposed to come to the aid that, and rightfully so, if a woman says that she has been assaulted in that manner, we should be on high alert, even if she don't report it. But now we're saying we shouldn't be on high alert because the men don't do enough of reporting it. So it's not that big of a deal. That's the double standard. And see, this is what's the problem is. A lot of females complain about the double standards, but majority of the double standards are in their favor, bro. And it's crazy. And I'm talking about on the astral, like we talking about, it's not even close. And these are things that really need to change. Yes, we need to come forward and start speaking out against these things because of for the sake of equality, if we're looking for it. Now, for me, I don't give an F about that. I know the weight that comes with them, that comes from being a man. It's just not going to be fair. I already know that. I expect it like that. That's the way the world is set up. We go out the door, we looking behind our shoulders, our own women. We got to worry about our partners, our people at home, the police, the government, the people we work with. Everything is out against us. It's nothing harder than being a man, especially a black man in this world. And everybody knows that. When you take out your feelings about it and you just look at it for what it is, it's nothing harder than being a black man. And lastly, what I was about to say on this premise, Queen read that quote, and I would love for sis to read it one more time because that's what she's using to validate her point, which she should, but it's something she's missing inside of it. And I love words because they mean something. Queen sis, can you read that quote again for me, please, baby?
I'm not reading nothing for you.
I knew she was gonna say. I was waiting.
That's what she really is. I'm telling you, that's what she really is. I'm telling you.
I ain't reading nothing
I'm
for
telling
you.
you. I'm used to this by now.
You got
Do
that
that,
vision.
I know how she is.
I don't know.
No.
You see how it is, even when I said it nice and sweet and all that type of stuff. You see
You
that?
ain't say nothing nice and sweet.
You see that? I said, can you please read that?
That's just truth. That's just who she is. Truth. You just gotta get used to it. I'm used to it.
I'm very sweet, but no.
Yeah.
Well, M3, can you do me a favor and rewind it real quick? Because it's something very important that people miss.
Very important.
That's going to bust her thing open real good. Can you rewind that for when she said her little quote when she was validating why it's more in the favor of men than women?
She gave some percentages and all that. She don't want to read it again. I don't know why.
What?
I know.
Read it again, Queen.
I'm not reading nothing. Watch the replay and leave a comment.
Oh!
Like and subscribe because I need to be monetized. I need to be paid for my educational
Real.
purposes.
You ain't getting no money from this.
I need my check
Because
and
it's going to
free.
bust
Where my check
everything
at,
open, bro.
boo-boo?
You're going to love it. You know I got it for you.
Hold on. Queen, what was the quote that you read anyways? I don't have time to go back to it.
Oh gosh, hold on. Let me look. I'm gonna get it for y'all. Since y'all sleeping and y'all not paying attention, you're supposed to pay attention when the queen speaks, okay? But hold on, I got you.
You know, we're pastors around here, so you know, yeah, we do be sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
See, it wouldn't be so hard if she would be just so kind to oblige and just read it so confidently. Just read it confidently like how you read it before.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
First day here, love this channel already.
Woo.
Thank you.
Hey, much love.
What kind of? Well, let me see. What kind of sound effects can I give you real quick?
Because this is about to be good. I just want to get it.
All right, Queen, are you back?
Look, I don't know what I looked up. So, you know, my phone is dying. I'm on my laptop. Y'all got me in my feelings. But I will read this one for you.
All right, go ahead.
National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. It says 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced some form of physical violence by an intimate partner. So there you go.
No, I need that other quote because
1 in 7 women and 1 in 25 men have been injured by an intimate partner.
I will rewind it myself.
There you go. Yeah, go look it up yourself. You resourceful.
I got you. I'm gonna bust it on.
I'm worried about you. You can't bust nothing open that ain't already open, buddy.
Hey, why you gotta be such an unruly woman? Hey, all the shows that you've been on there, you should already know we don't accept that.
What are you talking about?
They didn't mean it that way.
Whatever.
All right.
Hush up, Starlight. What's up, I will say that I do feel bad for saying that the man is at fault for not saying nothing. Because you use the the workplace environment. And when I say that the person's at fault, I mean that if you want the situation to be better, you have to speak up. I was in a situation where I was in a group at work. It was 6 women and 1 guy. And one of the girls said something totally inappropriate to this married man. And he was a black man too, so I was really getting mad. And I was like, and he looked at me and he was like, "Don't say nothing." So we went outside and I was like, you need me to write you an email? Because that was totally inappropriate. The girl going to say it was no seats left. And the girl going to say, "Oh, you can come over here and sit in my lap." And I said out loud, I said, "The hell he can?" And they kind of looked at me and he was like, "They do that all the time at work." And I tell my wife, and I'm like, "Why?" I said, "So you allow yourself to be put in a situation when if she cried, you did something to her, they're not going to ask no questions. They just going to put you on leave." I said, you shouldn't be okay with that. And he was like, "That's why I'm asking for a transfer." I said, "Yeah, you need to do more than a transfer," because the manager was sitting there and she started laughing. So, so I was like, dude, I started to say something, but I was like, nah, I was ready to punch somebody in the face. I was like, that ain't cool. That ain't funny. I'm a married woman. I wish some chick would say that to my husband at work and I find out. I'm going to be in the parking lot at night with black on.
No, you're not.
Me and Princess K and Damo.
Just don't come to my job. That's all I got to say. Don't worry about what's going on. And whoever your husband is, don't work at my job too, because
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Nope.
It's not a good environment for you.
Don't play yourself. Did you
right.
find the truth? He had to get off. His internet went down. Somebody busting something open. His internet busted.
Go ahead, Mr. Eastside. Go ahead, brother.
I just said he got that spectrum. I was alluding to Chloe.
He got that long last.
Not spectrum.
He got long last.
Texas internet. Midwest.
No, that's a unique scenario that you brought up, and I would never blame the victim, only because I was programmed in this society that's not right. You don't blame victims. So I would say it's nobody's fault because it wasn't reported, so it never happened. So how can it be anybody's fault if it never happened?
Well, it happened. It definitely happened.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, people usually treat you the way you allow them to treat you. So when you tell people, for the most part, women, we can be off the hook, but at the end of the day, we are still very we are not as strong physically, emotionally, mentally as a man. So 9 times out of 10, what's reported is our part, what's done to us, and I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay for it to be done either way. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to see change, you have to be willing to speak up. Even when I deal with these young girls who have been violated, I always tell them, I don't tell them it's their fault, but I always say to them, if you know someone is doing this, you're not doing anything to get them off the street from doing it to the next person. And then it just becomes this vicious cycle, so anyway, how you doing, Jordan?
I am good, Queen. How are you?
Were you on Clubhouse?
I was.
Okay, so you joined from Clubhouse. How you doing, Jordan from Clubhouse?
Hey, sis. I think it's really important that we see the humanity in our men, though, because they are human. They are equally human as we are. They don't have any superpowers. They're not more special than us. They don't have anything more than we do. They have the right to feel and cry and be without being judged or without their masculinity and their manhood being in question. We need them just as much as they need us, regardless of all the bickering and how people believe that they don't. We need them in order for this world to be in balance. So we do ourselves as women a disservice when we treat them like they are less than.
You know, and that's the thing. They
So,
always blame men for everything. Like Gerald LeVert said.
oh
You blaming
God, Chuck,
everything.
mute his
You
mic.
blaming
Mute his mic,
everything.
please.
I mean, from a man, you blame us for everything.
Whatever.
Everything. You always blame us for everything. Everything is our fault. Everything. Everything. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm telling you. It's hard being a king. I'm telling you.
Whatever.
You get blamed for everything.
Well, keep your
We not
crown
happy.
spotless.
We not happy. It's our fault. You not happy. It's our fault. Everything is on us. Everything. Every damn thing. Everything. And we tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Words are very, very powerful, and we got to be very selective about the words that we use and the information that we put out into the ethos. So if somebody has been violated, you should not force them to do anything they don't want to do. If they don't want to report it, you don't victimize them. You don't tell them how bad they are that they not reporting it. That people have to do things in their own time. The only thing you should do for somebody that has been violated, whether it's a grown man or a child, is be supportive in that process with them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have the information for Truth. He not on here.
He gone now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's too late, man. We don't care about it now. But yeah.
Whatever. Y'all care? Y'all kicked him off. He ran off the stream to do it, to look for it.
All right. Maybe we'll do some research.
Sister Jordan said something that is very, very, very important. She said, what's the key word she said? Supportive. Okay? Supportive.
That's
Gotta be supportive. Gotta be supportive.
That's
you know
not
what I'm
a
saying?
P word. That's an S word.
I said a keyword. I said keyword. Keyword. Open your ears, okay? You know? Start to listen. Listen.
I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying?
The champ is
supportive.
The champ is here.
How you a champion? You ain't even got an opponent.
You my opponent. Let's go. It's time to win this thing.
Go ahead.
I had to go back so I could get the information because she would not oblige.
She said, "How you gonna be the champ and your internet don't work?"
I hear all that. But we about to bust all that open. Because the best thing about this is I love to be right. And it's always good. Let's go. She said 96 cases of domestic violence that men significantly more likely repeat. This is the key word.
Go back to rewind the video.
Offenders.
That's what I said.
I know that's what you said. And that's a key word. Repeat. So that means the same individual, not a mass of men are doing it. You get what I'm saying now?
I'm going to down some
different things. The way you were saying it, like it's a mass of creeps out here doing.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
No, I didn't say that's the way you said.
Oh, okay.
That's what you said. That's the way you was interpreted.
No, that's not. That's how you interpret it. I said more men need to report so that the statistics.
We're not talking about the report. We're not talking about the report part now.
And I didn't say all men. I said repeat offenders.
They are repeat offenders. That means only a small amount. Only a small amount of these.
That's what I said.
Are out here. So that means
that's not a small amount.
The fact that you're bringing this up, it really holds no bearing.
Oh gosh. Okay.
When you were going at 84, saying it like, when he said it was
on give this conversation 2 minutes.
He said it was an even kill. This equally happened. It's the first thing that I said. You can't say act like men out here is not doing this. Or women out here is not being. It's not being reported. It's repeat offenders out here, and those is the minority, small minority.
Nope. And then I also read statistics: 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men, or something like that. So it's not a small minority. 1 in 4 women.
This is what you just said. 1 in 4 women.
1 in 7 men. So it's not a small minority. That was a small minority.
1 in 4 women.
Statistics.
Listen to what you said.
Okay,
1 in 4 women.
It's okay. It's okay.
1 in 4 women, 25%.
You're right, Truth.
1 in 7 men. How much is that? Who got the percentages on that?
No,
So
you
we got
do the math.
25% versus the 1 and 7. Who got the math on that? Let's do this. Let's get this real quick. Let's get this real
And
quick.
your point is what? There's still no domestic violence
45
shelters
seconds.
for men. There are hundreds, thousands of the DV shelters.
That's
for
14%.
women. There's
So it's
thousands
25%
of DV
25%
shelters
versus
for
14%.
women.
30 seconds.
The reason why that is miscued is because, like we all have agreed on here, men don't report it.
And that's on them. So the only statistics we can go off of is what we have.
I will take a bow. Thank you. I love
it's okay. You didn't prove anything. You really didn't, but I'm happy you feel that way.
Thank you.
Now you can go put that fake Burger King crown on its stand.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, time's up, everyone. Now, look, I gotta get to number 5 because I'm running out of time. It's already at the 2-hour mark, and your boy gotta get ready. So, what I'm gonna do for 5 to 7, I'm gonna give each person 1 minute to answer this. Okay. So here's the other one that we commonly hear. So height shaming about men is acceptable in society, but fat shaming about women is not acceptable. Okay? You call a woman fat, that's your career, that's your ass, that's everything. Okay? But when it comes to the height about a man, okay, man, like society's like, yeah, you go, girl. We don't need those short men. We'll stomp on them like Goombas, whatever you want to call it.
They call them out for short or bald, like male pattern baldness, and it's
like bald too, I guess though. But I'm talking about height shame at this point, right? So, all right, Jordan, I'm going to start with you. I'm gonna give you 1 minute. Tell me what you think about number 5.
I think that it is immature for you to shame anybody for anything because nobody is out here perfect. It's ridiculous. If you are an adult, it makes absolutely no sense. That's childlike things. And if you are actually trying to be a productive citizen in society and trying to have relationships with other people, it makes no sense.
Correct. Hey, have a good night. Peace of mind. Thank you for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships. Appreciate you. And salute again,
Thank
Wally.
you, family. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and reset the clock. Okay, Queen, right? I need you to answer number 5. What you think, Queen?
What'd you say? No, I don't think it's cool for either one. I think anytime you put somebody down for something, it's not okay.
Okay.
I don't think one is better or worse than the other. Treat people how you want to be treated. You don't want Shorty Doo-Wop, then don't talk to Shorty Doo-Wop. You don't want Big Bertha, then don't talk to Big Bertha. It's just that simple.
What's that lady name from Martin Cole's girlfriend? Big Shirley. Oh man. All right. Thanks, Queen. All right, Truth, what you think? So we got 2 for Disingenuous. All right.
What you talking about? The height shaming
number
about
5
women is acceptable, but fat shaming about women is not. It's again, we was talking about the double standards earlier, remember? Well, I just brought it up. We already know there is a big disparity when it comes to double standards, the way we treat men, the way we highlight each other's fallacies, flaws, insecurities, whatever. It's always going to be in more favor of the female than it is of the male. It's always going to be. That's just what it is. Like, there's nothing we can do about it. It's never going to change. We up here so big on, like, for the Lizzo thing. That's probably the biggest thing going on right now. We already know Professor Clump came out there showing his body off. Nobody would be champion. No men would go up there going to bat and war. damn sure ain't no women going. They're gonna say, man, get your fat ham hock ass off of there. Get down. That shit is not cute. It's not. It's not supposed to be promoted. You're a detriment to society. You know, it's disgusting. You got more titties. Anything. They would say anything.
All right.
So,
Thank you, Truth.
yeah, we gotta keep it buck, man.
All right. I missed a message from Ghost. It's not just no, sorry. It's not just height though. Them inches count in other areas too. Pocket size and wallet size and shoe size and tire size. Oh man. Like you on the roll on that one though. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff, man. But Mrs. M3, what do you think about the number 5 statement?
I think that society has a double standard. It exists, and therefore it's easier to get away with saying negative things about men than it is to say negative things about women, because there's not a lot of people that'll stand up for a man. A man has to stand up for himself a lot of time. Women have their homegirls to back them up. If they don't speak up, someone's going to speak up for them. Maybe even another guy in the crowd's going to speak up for them and tell their friend, like, hey, dude, like, lay off. Don't call her out. Don't be rude, or whatever it is that they might say. So fat and height, all of it can be sensitive. I mean, some people, it doesn't matter to them, so it's not an insult. For other people, it's really sensitive issue for them. So I think society can believe that for men, everything is not a sensitive topic, but that's not true.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. M3. Best in the world has stepped out, but he'll be back. In the meantime, we're gonna get to the number 6. Okay. And also, in my opinion, yeah, I mean, both should be not acceptable, but unfortunately, it's the way it is, like in this world. So there's no accountability to that part. So it is disingenuous. Disingenuous when you hear about these things, and it's not corrected or checked on. So number 6 is, this is the juicy one. So men are heavenly praised for dating multiple women, but women are judged as hoes, 3 or 4s, for dating multiple men. Go ahead, Queen. I'm gonna let you answer this one.
You're asking me if I agree with it or my view?
Yeah, what's your view? Because
I mean, I just think it's a double standard. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's funny. It's just a joke. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's just a joke. Either one is still bad. So, but because women are not supposed to be ran through like Bart, but men could just spread their wings and fly across the world. So, yeah. So yeah, it's equally dumb. So anyway, I feel the same about both.
Well, they say man like Nick Cannon, right, trying to spread his legacy.
Because whatever he sleep. Well, I mean, you gotta think about it. Okay, you want him to be spreading his wild oats, but every time he planted a seed, it's gonna come back and it's on you too. So you sleeping with everything he slept with. Just think about that.
Yeah.
Yuck. All right. Jordan, what's your thoughts?
I think we need to log off social media. There's this ridiculous double standard for people, and it's completely unrealistic, and we should stop attempting to match our lives to it. You have sex with whoever you want to. Be safe. Realistically, I think you should be very careful about who you have sex with, because it is a transfer of energy, and you should be very wary of who touches you and why they touching you, and allowing people in your space and giving them your energy. But if you do decide to do that, that's your choice and that's your business, and nobody should be judging you for that. And it's a ridiculous double standard, and I don't understand how men think that you can get a freak in the bed and a woman in the streets if she ain't go out here and become no freak. But I don't let the double standards go. Live your life. Don't live it according to anybody or anybody else's standard. Like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Salutes to Stan. Thank you for tuning in, my brother. Get the likes up for us and please share the videos. And then welcome, Wally. Thank you for tuning in as well. Oops, I took that out. Wally. What do you think about number 6? You know, men in society, men are praised for dating multiple women. You know, as they say, right? We got to get a roster of women. What do they call it? A rotation. Build a rotation of women, right? Yeah, for dating because you know women do the same. But then women, when they naturally have their rotation of guys, they consider as 3-0-4s.
You know, I'm saying like this, it doesn't really matter on either side. I mean, men and women are ultimately going to be whores either which way. I mean, is it a double standard? Of course. But at the same sense, it's like, I always say it on this. It's based on the people's way of standards. I mean, even which way you can sit here and say it's genetic for men to literally spread themselves because they're the dominant species and, you know, all that. And they want to just dominate whatever is out there. But let's be real about one thing. You can go out there and do that, but let's be real. You don't know who you're doing that with. Because at the end of the day, you can go out and go dominate, but can you trust what you dominated with? Like literally, like if you go out here and freak any chick and you spread your seed, out of most of the chicks that you F, you can't trust most of them. You might be able to trust one, but not the rest. So that can backfire on you either which way, especially in our society at this point in time. So.
All right, cool. All right, thank you, Wally. All right. Okay. Let's see. Did I get you go? Okay. Okay, my bad. All right, so Mr. M3, are men praised? Well, you already know the question. Men are praised for dating multiple women, but women are charged as fours for dating multiple men. What your thoughts about that?
I think it's based on society again. It's your upbringing. Depends on your society because, you know, certain people, if you're raised religious, both male and female are considered to be unsavory for doing that. However, there are people that keep it on the low, even in that environment, in that community, and still do it. But it's definitely a double standard that our culture has. But here's the thing. When you think about it, historically, even biblically, those of us that are Bible thumpers or believe in the Bible, multiple men, multiple women. In the Bible, men were allowed multiple women. They could marry them or have them as concubines. And as long as the wife approved, first wife approved, then it was a go. Whereas women were stoned for it. So it's not from nowhere. Just saying that.
All right. Shouts to the Bible. All right, truth.
Let's get it. This is it right here, shorty. Let's go. All right. So we can look at, like Mrs. M3 said, on every front line. This is one of the double standards that actually is adequate. Okay? On every standard, mentally, physically, spiritually, socially, every standard, this supports itself. Even down to the women. The women actually want a man that other women are on. They are actually, they prefer a man that can get women. They prefer the most desired man. This is a fact. Women want to know. They don't want to be with a nigga that no other woman wants. They want to know that, hey, you look good, you can get women, all this type of stuff. You have the potential. Like when we was in school, word of mouth came around. even when you was out there doing your thing, sleeping with a whole bunch of women, the way you slept with the other women, she told her homegirls what was going on inside the bedroom. They wanted to find out what was going on inside of that bedroom, see if it was real. And then they came and found out whether it was true or not. Even down to the physical aspects and down to the spiritual aspects. I call it sexually transmitted demons, soul ties. You transfer your likenesses, your characteristics between each other. So if you sleep with 5 people, you're sleeping with those 5. You're sleeping with all the people those 5 people slept with. That's why we need to have discipline when it comes to the sexual, to having sex inside of marriage and not outside. We all need to stop basically screwing.
All right, thank you, Truth. Yeah. Wow. He brought it to a whole nother level because I'm just gonna say social media, right? What we hear, okay? And damn, okay, let me just break it down to this. And sorry, I'm gonna get to you. It does feel like so accurate because if you think about this, then that means that if women want a man that is desired by other women, then does that mean that men are getting praise from both men and women? I mean, even though I didn't say like he's getting praise from his homeboys, like he's just getting praise, like it's just socially acceptable. That what we normally hear like in dating. But when it comes to the other way around, women are heavily judged, which to me, in my opinion, I think it is unfair. But then like when Miss M3 brought it back to biblical standpoints, maybe the judgment comes from the fact that it was, spiritually acceptable back then when it came to, the Bible and all that. So, I mean, who knows? That's just my assumptions to that. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, okay, let me see. Okay, so Saira, like I know you just came in. I don't know how much you was listening, but right now we're on number 6 of the 7 dating expectations that people talk about that I personally feel is disingenuous. And so number 6 is one of them. Men are praised for having a rotation and dating multiple women. But if it's women that is dating multiple men, she's considered and heavily judged as a hoe. What are your thoughts about that?
I think it's complicated, and I'm sorry, I'm a little sick. It's complicated because it might seem like it's a double standard, but I understand how this could affect women more than men. I'm not saying that men don't get affected, because I think it damages them just as much as it damages women to be with multiple partners or multiple people. It's just that men don't show it, as much, I would say. They will start it showing once they are like deep in their relationship, but at first, they don't show it as much. It's more like a double standard to me, yes. But, yeah, that's my thought.
Okay, all right, appreciate that. Let's see. Okay, let me go to the number 7 statement. And salutes to Simon, who's now known as Gone. Okay. All right. Number 7. A man should always be a man of his word in dating relationships. Meanwhile, some women are never held accountable for disappointing men. All right, Mrs. Empty, I want to start you off. So basically, men are always held to keep their word when it comes to dating in these relationships. Okay, we're just talking about the beginning stage of dating. So you're expected to be on time, dress nice, be able to pay for the first date, all these other things. However, women are never held accountable for disappointing men, which it can be showing up late to a date, flaking, uh, canceling or rescheduling, or just not really having genuine interest in just doing something else. What is your thoughts on that one?
In that regard, I think that the double standard there, women, we can have a lot of excuses for why we don't keep our word.
Like those big rigs.
Hi, big rigs. We can have a lot of excuses for why we don't keep our word. Oh, I had to wash my hair. I had to wash my clothes. I had to take care of this kid or that kid. I had to take care of parents. Or it can just be something as overarching as the fact that when we give you excuses, you accept them. And ladies, guys give us excuses and we hold them accountable. Guys, if you don't hold us accountable, we get away with things. Kind of like girls with our dads. Like they give us the world and our brothers and have the hard time, but the girls have an easy time. Still double standard, but I think we get away with what we're allowed to get away with. And things that we're called out on, especially if we like the guy, we're going to change it.
Thank you, Miss Cynthia. Okay. Queen?
What? What's I never held accountable. Man, hey, look, this is, you don't say nothing, so people do what you allow them to do. Either way, if you want to, if you want them to, like Stan Joseph said, if you want them to respect you and be accountable and all, here we go. Manpower, baby crying off.
I came back in the right time.
Women, like get off the bottle. Ain't nobody sucking no pacifiers on here. Y'all grown adults. If you want somebody to run over you, then keep doing what you're doing. If you want somebody to keep abusing you and using you, baby, keep doing what you're doing, man or woman. If you want to be treated a certain way, damn it, demand it. If you don't want it, then take what you get and shut the hell up. Stop crying. Stop crying. Stop debating it. Stop talking about it. It's oversaturated. I'm done. It's too much. It's like you drink. Huh? What's that?
Come through, queen.
Yeah, I'm just like, get over it. Like, like if you want respect, then hold the people that around you to a standard. Like, dude, like, no, you ain't getting away with that. No. If you want to show up late, then you show up by yourself. If you want to keep flaking, flake on yourself. Because guess what? You blocked, you deleted, and I'm done. That's it.
Okay. Very good, Queen. I just want. I'm back. I had to step away for a second. I'm back. Lady Saira, good to see you. Gentleman Wally, good to see you. Good to see everybody in the building. What did I miss? You know what I'm saying?
We're on 7.
We're on number 7, and we're having a hell of a conversation,
A man should always be a man of his word in dating relationships. Meanwhile, women are never held accountable for disappointing men. Oh, Lord have mercy. Whoo, man, oh, man. God. Damn. M3, you cooked one up today, baby.
I had time at work, man.
So. All right. Okay, gather around, class. Let's get it. Now, listen. Okay. Unfortunately, a lot of times this is true, right? Men are told we can't mess up. From the day we turn 18, you gotta put the Superman cape on, go out and get a job, get a career, go to school, do what you gotta do. You cannot get messed up. You cannot mess up. All right. You may get sick here and there, but hey, listen. You know what I mean? We see it even in sports. You know what I mean? Jordan had the flu game. You played through the flu. You know what I mean? This is what they expect for you to do as a man. You got to be Iron Man. You can't get sick. Nothing. You got to do this for the next 30 to 40 years of your life. Okay? And you're not expected to fail at any moment. If you fail, then you're a loser. You're a band. You're not a man. You're a sucker. All the insults will come at you as a man. We know this. You know what I'm saying? But a woman, you can have multiple baby daddies. Hell, you know, you cannot have a man until after you're 35. You know what I'm saying? You could do a whole bunch of stuff, but guess what? You a queen, girl. You a queen. No matter what you do, you are still a queen. Okay? No matter what you do. And I'm not picking on Queen at all. I love Queen. Not picking on all.
I know.
But
you ain't.
But you. All right, Queen, relax. But you can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? What Tupac said? Even as a crack fiend, mama, you still a black queen, mama. Hey, look, you're always a queen. Even if you're doing crack, it don't matter. You still a queen, man. But a man gotta always earn his kingship, always, and that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? It's not even that's not fair. It's not healthy. It's not a healthy balance. I think in society we gotta just have a healthy balance for both men and women. Okay? You know what I mean? We can't make a scene where, you know, women emotions are more important than men's emotions. No. It has to be equal. You know what I mean? Because when we step into a household, into relationships, we want to be treated equally as people. You know what I'm saying? We want to have security, love, safety, you know what I mean? Faith, hope, dreams, goals. We want to have all these beautiful things with each other, right? So why not treat each other equally well? You know what I mean? You know I love sports, so you buy tickets to the sporting event. I'm like, oh man, she thought about that before I even could do it. I know you love opera. I hate opera. I don't care about no Bocelli, none of that. Okay? But I am making sure we are front row at the opera because you like opera. Even though I hate opera. All right? There was one time, you know, me and my family, they wanted to go see Beauty and the Beast. Queen know the story. And I didn't want to go. I did not want to go. But the kids and the neighbors and everybody like, oh, please, Mr. Best in the World, please go. I knew this movie was going to be whack. I was like, it's going to be some whack movie. And it was. It was terrible. I was very upset. But I sat through it because this is what they needed me to do. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we got to do when we build the communities, man. We got to be able to sit through even some of the things that we hate. She may hate everything about sports, but she's going to sit through that game if you love it. You may hear everything about opera, but you're going to sit through that opera and act like you know what she's talking about. Oh, word, that's what they did, baby? Oh, that was dope. What instrument is that? Oh, that's that instrument? Oh, what note they singing in? Or they're soprano? Okay. All right, it kind of sound like Minnie Riperton a little bit, but you know, oh, that's what they call the soprano? All right, cool. I didn't really know what that was called, baby, but thank you for educating me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you telling her about sports. Yeah, that's the shooting guard. That's the point guard. You breaking down that, and she acting like she really know what you're saying. Then she don't know what the hell you talking about. You know what I mean? They score a touchdown, you all celebrating. She's celebrating with you. She don't even know why she's celebrating. You know what I mean? Like, we scored. It's like, oh, we scored, yay. She don't even know. But this is what you do for each other, okay? For each other. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I think women notice what women got to start doing is basically holding other women accountable when y'all see the sisters slacking. You know what I mean? When y'all see them slacking, you know what I mean? And they're not doing what they got to do as far as the men in their life, you got to say something to them. Pull them to the side. Because, man, we doing that with each other. You know what I mean? We see a homeboy slacking, we going to pull him to the side. Like, yo, man, what's going on, man? What's good? Let's have that man talk. Women, y'all don't be having them women talks. Y'all just be cheerleaders for each other. No matter what the women do, y'all just cheer her on. She could be a whore, she could be whatever. You just cheer her on for years. And nothing changes. So that really is the problem, man. That really is a problem. So yeah. Yeah.
Don't give him no horn.
at all.
Hey, I'm look.
I ain't that damn horn.
I'm my brother's keeper. All right, so you know,
I ain't that.
I'm my brother's air horn as well. So air horn to you for that.
Shine, what up, baby?
Jordan, what do you think about number 7?
First I want to comment on the women talks. You wouldn't know what women talks, how they have or when they have them, because they're women talks. You're not privy to them. So we definitely have those conversations with our friends. That's why we be on the phone for so long. We definitely are doing more than just supporting each other. We are holding each other accountable, but you're not going to be privy to that because you're not a woman. So it's disingenuous to be telling women what they do and don't do when you are not one. So I'll just say that. I think it's imperative that we give people the blueprint on right. Thank you. I think it's imperative that we give people the blueprint on how to deal with this. That we are all adults and we should be able to articulate our wants and desires, and you should be able to articulate that to the person that you want to be with. We all make the rules for our individual worlds, and if a man is supposed to keep his word, that includes keeping your partner accountable. You're supposed to speak up, like Queen said. You got to speak up, and it's imperative that you reiterate those rules and those requirements and standards for being in your world and the consequences. I mean, you're supposed to say, "This is what I need from my partner," and if you can no longer provide that to me, then let's start talking about rearranging this agreement. Let's start talking about what we need to do now, because you can't do what I'm asking you or what I require from my partner in order to be in a successful relationship.
Okay, Jordan. Guys, wait, hold on, Miss Anthony. I'm gonna get to you. Hold on, Bess.
I'm not saying that. I'm laughing.
Thank you, Jordan. That was good.
Wait. I'll let you. That's okay. All right. Let me say this, right? And Watson replied to you. Both genders do that already. All right. So that was cute, right? But let me tell you this though. If that's the case, then why is it that why is there like a huge outcry from men? And the huge outcry from men is that the results are not showing. If you ladies are having those talks, just like men have these talks and be like, "Yo, bro, you need to chill out, man. That's lame. You know, you can't be talking to a woman like that." You know, the results shows. That's the answer. Okay, it's the byproduct of what's actually happening. You hold on, Queen. All right.
Well, Mike.
Okay? So, if there's a huge disconnect because of that, then obviously the things that you're telling women are not the way how you're describing it behind the scenes. And women themselves, the ones who are really being honest about this, tell us their own selves that they don't really hold their own women accountable. They tell us that, look, there's a sister or girl code that they follow, even though if the other sister is wrong, and they always have each other's back. Yeah, there's a strong unity of that. So I appreciate what you said, right? But I respectfully, wholeheartedly disagree with you that. And the reason why Queen is laughing is because she knows she's capped.
No, okay? Don't do that.
So, I'm doing that, okay? I am doing it, and I'm going there on that. Okay,
always capping.
And nobody stop me. So stop the capping. All right. Now, we're still gonna be respectful and peaceful about this. But come on now.
Oh man, you're always making excuses, man.
Disingenuous.
Oh Lord.
Go ahead, Ms. Anthony.
So what I was gonna say is just putting things into perspective. There's two camps that we're talking about here, because earlier we were talking about victim shaming, and just because someone doesn't speak up when they're victimized doesn't mean that it didn't happen. That's its own camp. What we're talking about now is different from victim shaming. What we're talking about now is setting a standard for your relationship, right? So if you don't speak up and say, this is what I accept, this is what respect feels like, the other person's never going to know what that is. They're not going to know what you expect from them. They're going to go about life and how they treat you according to what they know from either movies or what they've seen with their parents or what they've seen in their society. And if that's not the same as what you feel as respect, they're going to feel disrespected by you on a continuum, and you don't even know it. that's a different camp than victim shaming. Speak up when it comes to your standard. Yes, speak up because you want a relationship with a person. And if that person, whether it's a woman or the man, whatever side you happen to be on, or I don't know, intersex, transgender, whatever it is, you talk to your partner talks to you, and then you understand, so that your relationship, if you value that relationship, if you value that person, you're going to share with them, hey, this hurt my feelings. This is what I appreciate, and this is what made me feel disrespected. And that's expected, because if you don't do that, then the opposite happens, and you grow apart very easily, because no one knows what the other one wants. So they're going off of what they assume based on what they've learned in their life or in past relationships. And that's why patterns repeat in some relationships, because they haven't learned different, and the partner never speaks up to tell them different. Two different camps there, though. Just
absolutely, we are grown.
I got something to say. So you just said that, women don't hold each other accountable. I don't know what kind of hold on. I don't know what kind of women you've been hanging out with, but the last time I checked, I do not have superpowers. If I did, I would not. I'm in the wrong field. I cannot make anybody change. I can check somebody, but I cannot make anybody change. Just like how many men that you've come across that you said, no, man, I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should do that. Man, well, I did it again. All right, man. So come on, stop with the cap. You ain't a woman. Last time I checked, so you don't know what women do. So if you ain't a female, stop speaking on female things like you have the answer. Just like I can't speak on men things. Y'all got a man code. Just like women got a girl code. But let me help you out. We do hold each other accountable. But at the end of the day, if somebody wants to do what they want to do, they're going to do it regardless of what.
Okay. So let me wait. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I need everybody to calm down real quick. Let me say this, right? Okay. So one, all right. Let's make this clear. We're not talking about all women don't hold each other accountable. We're talking about a majority of women don't hold each other accountable. That's number one. Number two, right? Okay, because the ones you're talking about only the ones that actually do the work and actually are wifed up and actually hold their women accountable. But you're not talking about the majority of them that do not, queen, right? Which that still needs to be disingenuous. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me.
I can't. Yo, hold on. I'm gonna let you cook.
Yeah. I'm almost done. I'm gonna wrap it up, right? And wait, we also have to get to Saira after this, though. And I'll let you cook best, right? But okay. But number two, okay. This is not coming from my mouth. I stated, right, that there are women that are telling me. Okay, so maybe those are the ones who I'm talking about that don't hold each other accountable. Okay, but the women was honest towards me. I'm not saying you're not being honest, but what I'm telling you is a story that's based off of the ones who was telling me that they don't hold each other accountable. But that women are very competitive.
Queen, one mic, Queen.
I made that very clear, absolute 100%.
I am. I'm crying right now. It's funny. Hold on. I'm not even gonna speak. I'm gonna let Lady Saira go next, and then Truth, go ahead, bro. Oh man, Lady Saira, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead, Lady Saira.
And get Wilson. Sorry,
I'm gonna go last.
Well, the way I'm understanding the question, sometimes I answer based on how I understand the questions. To be honest, the way I'm understanding, and I might get in trouble with women, I have noticed that we are more demanding. And that's probably the reason why we're always expecting men to do things the way that we want it or the way that we would do it. And that's why whenever we make a mistake, I'm including myself. I'm saying we as women, okay? I'm not saying everybody or a certain type. I'm just saying women in general. If you're not this type of females, then remove yourself from the equation. But I'm saying that, a lot of us probably don't accept that we make a mistake and say, hey, genuine apology, or say, I'm sorry, I made this mistake. And I'm talking about basic things, because we always say like, oh, I'm sorry, but that was the reason why, right? There's always a but and an excuse of why we make mistakes. And there's no problem with making mistakes. And I'm going to give an example with something that I've seen in my, people that I know. is a couple that are very close to me. So she expects the man to dress the little girl as she does, as she wants it. Like, if you want the specific outfit for the kid, then leave everything ready. Like, have everything ready on the bed and be like, okay, you're gonna be in charge of, giving the baby a bath and changing the baby, and this is the clothes that is gonna wear. But you're just telling the man, give her a bath. And then he gives the baby a bath, but once he gives the baby a bath, he's gonna put whatever clothes he finds. He's not gonna be in charge of matching and doing the hair the way you do it. But that's because we have expectations in our heads. Oh, because you do it on a daily basis and this is how you do it, you expect the men to do the same. So I learned that you have to be more specific and, like, kind of have a list. Hey, first you're going to give a bath, then you're going to, do the hair, and then you're going to make her wear this and that. So if you want things done, you have to kind of like specifically say things in a specific way for men. And but no, we're just concentrating, noticing that they are making mistakes. He's not doing the way that, the way I want it, and just pointing at fingers instead of thinking, what, I wasn't specific enough. That's just an example. That's just an example, and very small example compared to other, more complex issues and problems that people are having out there. But we're just saying, hey, it was your fault, you didn't do this, instead of saying, what, I also contribute to that, and I probably should have said it this way, I probably should have mentioned this before, or whatever. That's taking accountability.
Yeah, that's real.
Thank you, Saira. Okay. Big Ray says, preach. Okay.
Salute to Big Rich Slash, man. Hopefully he's doing better with his family. You know what I mean? Also, welcome back, brother Aunt T. You know what I mean? Truth, go ahead and cook. And then Aunt T, you go after that, then I'm last.
Yes, it's time for it. Saira, thank you for being honest.
Yes.
I love honesty.
Yes.
So let's deal with this first and foremost. If we're not supposed to touch and talk on subjects of women, which I agree with, then we need to stop touching and talking on subjects of men for the women. Okay? You can't have it both ways.
But that's not the argument. The argument is telling us what women
Jordan,
one mic. Please, everybody, one mic.
Go ahead, so, once again, if we can't talk, which I agree, we shouldn't. Women need to stay out of men's business. Stop talking upon the things of men. But y'all do not basically eject yourselves. Y'all interject yourselves into conversations that y'all don't know anything about. That's number one. Secondly, y'all do not hold each other accountable enough. Y'all don't hold each other accountable on here.
Yeah.
I am equally opportunist on here. Female or male. You screw up, we getting into it. Flat out. There is no man code. Man code is we going to get in your ass regardless. Sister code is, oh sis, you don't come at her hard like that and everything. Nah, she's fucking up. Straight like that. And like M3 said, the results is in the pudding around the world because women are at an all-time high, out of fucking control. And it's tearing our community up. Everywhere. Okay? And like 84 said, they're being celebrated. and promote it more, quote unquote. Shaming is gone. We're not allowed to do it. We're only allowed to promote filth, promote twerking in public, promote saying all type of list of stuff, promote cutting off men, all these type of things, promote being on the same playing field, equal to a man, all these type of things. And no, the sisters do not step up and say, sis, that's not right. You shouldn't have done that. They say, yes, that's right. You let him know that. That's right. You should be. Go ahead, girl. Hey, all these things. So the sister promotes a woman to act not like a woman. Men, we are promoting each other to rise up, to become more men, to elevate, to get more money, to get in better shape, to carry themselves as men and as such, and not fold to no female.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Yeah, foolish.
Shit. It ain't no woman on this panel but me at all. And that's how any man should feel.
Yeah.
That's real talk.
Y'all crazy.
That's real talk.
Y'all
so
crazy.
let's get that in order. Let's get that in order. Y'all want us out of y'all spaces? Stay the hell out of ours.
Let's not have a disingenuous conversation, though. What I said was that you're not privy. You're not privy to private conversation.
Hold on. We gotta have order. Hold on, Sister Jordan. Hold on. I want you to build, and I want Queen to build too. I want your sister to build.
I thought he was done.
But we have to have an order here, sisters. Okay,
because he ain't said nothing.
We gotta have an order, sisters. Y'all just mad because getting in that ass. All right, y'all just mad.
I just want to have a disingenuous conversation.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Auntie is next, and then I'm next. All right.
You ain't said a damn
I'm about to cook.
Number one, I wasn't. That's the thing. I wasn't finished. I just wanted to put that part out there. As for the question at hand,
what happened to the timer?
Oh, as much as y'all talk and don't talk about a day.
Hold on. One mic.
A man should always. This is what I'm talking about. A man should always be a man of his word in dating relationships. Yes, he should be. Every man know we ride and hang our hats on integrity. I know I do. That's how it's supposed to be. Simple as that.
All right. Well, thank you, Truth. Now, Auntie, go ahead and rock.
Nah, hey, I agree with the brother wholeheartedly, man. But this is an issue that comes up in these spaces a lot. And we can always talk about what a man is supposed to be and what a man should be and what a man should do. But what are women supposed to do? I think that question, it never gets answered. It really doesn't even get asked that often. And then when it does get asked, there's a lot of pushback, vitriol, and just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's almost like nobody really wants to hear it. So I know when I was up here earlier, they were talking about, what the women want and all of those other things. And the question is never, like, nobody ever asked, what is it that these men want? What is it that men want from women? And are women actually willing to give those things that men want? That's just what I want to know. So you got a few ladies on the panel. I'd like them to be able to answer that. Like, are you willing to give a man what he wants if he's willing to give you what you want in return?
Auntie, I think that's what we're saying.
Hello.
Is that if men speak up for their standard, then we would know what they want. And we women, we tend to be mouthy sometimes, speaking up for what we want. It can come off as it can come off as, sometimes nagging, or sometimes we're disappointed in you, but it's not that. It's just that we have a standard, what we expect, and we say it. But guys, you have a standard, and sometimes you might say it and we don't understand it, and you don't take the time to really explain it, or you just don't say it because, okay, if I start, this is going to be a whole conversation. I'm just going to tell her this is it. And then if she doesn't listen, then she doesn't listen. But if you're telling us, this is my standard, this is what I want, and we appreciate you, we want to be with you, a woman is going to change. She's going to do what her man likes because she likes him. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that any of us are saying we wouldn't listen to you. I'm just saying we need an understanding. And ladies always look for understanding. Otherwise, we do it how we think is right. And then you guys are like, no, that wasn't what I wanted.
This happens all the time.
Go ahead, Mr. Best.
This happens all the time, man. See, we can't even have order on here. People interrupting, people skipping. We can't even have order here. You know, listen. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all make my point for me. I ain't even got to really even say nothing. Y'all just make it for me. You know what I'm saying? And please be cool in the chat, please. All right, please. I don't want to time on anybody. All right, because I will. All right, chill out. All right, I ain't gonna say who, but chill out. Now, listen, with that being said, okay, bottom line is this. You know what I mean? Listen, women, this is the thing that women always do. Every time we're talking to them about things or things that need to happen, they interrupt us, they talk over us, and won't let us finish. I've seen it on plenty of panels. I've seen it in plenty of spaces and places. And they also do it at home too. When you tell them something, they just interrupt. They interrupt. You know what I mean? And listen, here's the thing. You know, all the stuff about, you know, women do hold each other accountable all the time. No, that's all cap. Okay, where the movie Girls Trip come from? It ain't come from nowhere. That didn't come from nowhere. This is what y'all do, man. We know y'all out there doing crazy shit too. We know. When you go to Miami and the Virgin Islands and all that, we know what's going down when you go on your little girls trip. We know. You still bring back nothing but a postcard. Don't bring back no diseases and no babies. That's all I ask. All right, we know you out there shaking your ass. Okay, we ain't stupid. All right, we know. And we don't care if you're going with your sisters. We don't care if you're going with your auntie. We know what's going down. Okay? You know why Stella got a group back? We don't watch all these movies. We know what y'all doing. And it's okay, sisters. It's fine. But don't act like y'all don't have y'all bullshit too. And that's the problem. Women act like they're just these squeaky clean queens and princesses and they do nothing wrong. You know, no. All lies. Cap in Americas. That's all I'm on. They cap in Americas. All right? Now, with that being said,
I got you, Saira.
I'm so tired of them saying, oh, men shouldn't be in our business. Yeah, we're going to be in y'all business. We supposed to be the leaders. And a leader's supposed to know what's going on everywhere. How am I going to lead if I'm not in your business? We're supposed to set leadership and dominion over the home and over the community. So in order for me to do that, I gotta know where the women are falling short. Yeah, exactly, Stan. You know what it is. Stan know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? All the brothers know what I'm talking about. All the brothers give me a one and get know what I'm talking about. Give me a one in the chat. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Matter of fact, get the likes up too, y'all.
Yeah, get the likes up too. No, because I'm cooking right now. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We have to understand what's going on. We don't understand what's going on. We can't lead. Okay? We can't tell you, listen, this is what's going wrong. This is what needs to change society. That's what men do. We provide leadership, right? That's how he wants to lead, so let us lead. Y'all can't pick and choose how y'all want us to lead. We don't pick and choose how we want you to be feminine. When we say we want you to be feminine and be a woman and do things that feminine women do, shout out to Party Cloudy. We want you to do it to the full. You know what I mean? We don't tell you, oh, you know what? You can cook sometimes. You can clean. No. If you want to cook and clean and you want to take care of the kids, you want to do certain things, we are all for it. I'm every woman. We'll sing a song with you, girl. We'll do it all. Okay? We want you to have great careers and all that. We with you. But when we finally decide to lead, it's all these questions and pushback. It's always this. And so then you know what we say as men? We say, well, what do you want? What do you want? You want me to lead or you don't want me to lead? Because I'm going to lead regardless. So either I'm going to lead and you're going to be there and be submissive, or guess what? I'm going to move you out the way and I'm going to find somebody that lets me lead. And then y'all get offended and y'all get upset and all this other stuff. But y'all know what it is, man. Let's stop the cap. Y'all know what be going on. You know what's going on. We all know. Stop the cap. That's all I got to say.
All right, Saira, I know you had your hand up. And it looked like you got your book of contradictions. So what is that?
My notes, because I pay attention.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Okay, so and I will agree and disagree with certain things that are said. Sometimes I'm with women, sometimes I'm not. So I don't see the problem with a woman that wants to stay, do whatever she wants with her life. I agree with Mr. Best when he said like, if she's doing whatever she's doing, like going to places, I don't know these places, but like whatever she's doing, if that's what she wants to do, that's fine. But she cannot contradict herself and say, I want marriage while you're living this type of life and you don't want to give up to that. Like the way you guys say, like, oh, I want that, I'm not for the streets, because that's your terminology. Like, I don't want to leave this type of lifestyle, but I do want marriage. So that's a contradiction. It's like, what do you want? So I understand that point and I totally agree with it. And there is nothing wrong with a woman that wants to be in that lifestyle. Like, we don't have no problem. If she wants to shake her butt, let her shake her butt. But don't come to me expecting to take you seriously if you're doing that. So I totally agree with that. Now, I don't like the part where you're generalizing, saying that all women are doing this, because men don't like to be put into a category where like all men are doing this and this and that, because the reality is that not everybody is behaving the same way. Just like not every man is a leader just because he was born a man. Not every man is a leader. Not every man is a leader just because he was born a man. So just because you're a man, you're a leader automatically? No, impossible. No. And the reason why, and when you were talking about leadership right now, let us lead. I'm looking at it from the leadership point of view of a company. There is no leader in a company that will tell you do this just because I say so. Never. They don't want you to follow them blindly. They actually tell you where we're going, what is this for, the method that we're using, the strategy that we're using, and the reason why we're using it. And the way I hear it is like, from day zero, you want me to trust you blindly without questioning, like, hey, I asked these questions, like, where are you in life right now? Does your whatever words that you're saying match your reality? And then if I will be noticing those things little by little, and then, step by step, we get into the relationship, I will start to trust you. And the more we are, and the more your words are aligned with your actions and my standards and the expectations, then everything starts to, make sense, and putting all the pieces together. And then I can trust you, because leadership is not about demanding you to just follow me. That's it. No, that's not leadership. It's about trusting the person. So if I don't trust you, and I'm going to ask this question to men right now, will you trust with your life any of the men in the panel just because they are men? Will you trust your life, your finances, everything? Exactly, right?
Actually, no. If I can, because she said she wanted to ask.
I agree with you.
I gotta push back on that, because even in a business company or whatever, that's why there are closed door meetings. Everybody involved in the company doesn't know exactly what the route is or what the direction is. They trust those in charge to lead them to the right place. So you're not just going to follow a man because he's a man. You're going to follow a man because he's your man. He's the man that you chose. So if he doesn't have those leadership capabilities, why are you even with him in the first place? So if you're with him, you should be able to follow him. Even if he leads you off of a cliff, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up if he does, but that's the man you chose to lead you. So it goes back to that F word. It's faith. You just got faith that the person that you trust isn't gonna take you to a place where you don't want to go.
Okay, I agree. And let me just tell you a little bit. The closed door meetings, because I am in leadership position, is other leaders in the room. And we're not fighting there who's better than who, and I am a leader. We're not fighting in those rooms saying, no, my idea is better than yours. Actually, a leader will say, you know what, that's a great idea, and on top of that, we can do this as well. A leader will never diminish someone else's idea just because he thinks his idea is better. So as a leader, and then that's one thing. And second of all, if you're leading from the beginning, because you have those skills, leadership skills, why do you ask me, where do I want to go for dinner? Why don't you tell me, hey, I want to take you out for dinner? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, I'm taking you here. Get ready. That's leadership right there. I'm taking you here, and I'll be like, okay, try that. Try that. That's leadership. You're confident, and you're automatically saying, this is where we're going. And then probably, hey, you know what? I am actually, I don't know, allergic to seafood. I cannot eat that. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I did not know that. All right. What do you think about this other place? But, from there, you're leading already, and the woman will follow you. But you cannot say, I have leadership skills, giving her the chance to say, what do you want? Where do you want to go? That's contradiction right there to me.
And I have a contradiction to kind of voice up as well too, Saira, because, well, here's the thing. One, I want to just make it clear, right, on the behalf of Bess, right? When you said that, like, when we, like the generalization, like when we're saying all, right? But this is why Mr. Best, right, has a differentiation between women and females.
Yeah.
We're trying to categorize all women, and we're trying our best to steer away from the all category. Sometimes it does slip up, and then we have to, take responsibility, and we have to catch ourselves. But even for men and males, respectfully, we have to categorize them too. It's really me that usually just say all, because like, I just don't give a shit about all. But I understand now where, Mr. Best is coming from. And as Jordan, who had left recently, explained it, then it kind of opened up my ears a little bit more of the differentiation. The contradiction is that, okay, I understand as far as leadership, but the way how you're saying it, right, from what I heard, is that, okay, it's the directness. Okay, so the man's telling you, hey, this is where we're going. We're going, get your things. We're going right now to this place. But Saira, you're also known as like, hey, men are over demanding when it comes to telling women what to do. So that's the part from me, from what I'm looking at, like, it kind of sounds like a contradiction, but you could correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yeah, probably the way I said it right now, it sounds very direct.
Hold on, let me tell you. Hold on one second.
Oh, he got welcome
to the panel. And truth, welcome back. I just want to say this real quick. People y'all just don't be listening to what I'm saying, man. Like, y'all just don't listen, man. Like, you just don't listen. You don't listen. Even when you take notes, you just don't listen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I say. Listen. Okay? Every time I bring this up, it's always a pushback. It's always, you know what I'm saying? Are we qualified as a man? It's always all these insults and all these other things that y'all just throw back at us. And the thing is just like, dude, like, we are telling you verbatim, like, what it is. Like, I'm giving you true examples, and then as Stan said, y'all say y'all want communication. Then we communicate. You know what I'm saying? He says misogynistic. It is because a man just can't tell you just, oh, we just gonna go here and that's it. Like, then you're gonna say I'm not communicating with you, right? Wouldn't it be more effective if I communicated with you? I found out what you actually like, and I picked the best restaurant that does what you actually like. Wouldn't that be better? I'm still going to pay for it. I'm still going to pay for your travel. I'm still going to make sure everything's taken care of. But I am making sure that I am doing something that you love to do. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the thing. Like, when we have these conversations, we got to really think. And I never said that all women do certain things. I'm just saying that y'all do know that certain things happen. Just like men know certain things go down with men. Like, we know. Everybody knows that. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all know. You know what I mean? Lady Saira, go ahead and build. Simon, go ahead and talk whenever you're gonna talk after Slay Saira, and then we just go from there.
Probably the way that I said it, it sounded too direct, but I am assuming that I am already with the person. Like we've been either dating or like, we know each other. So that's why it was kind of direct. Obviously, the approach, the words that you're using matters. It's not like you're just going to throw it like that on the first, time that we're talking.
Saira, can you repeat the question?
Wait, hold on, Truth.
No, I said, can she repeat the question that she had
No, it's
asked?
not a question. It was more like, if the man is showing his leadership skills, why is he always asking the woman, what do you want? What do you, like, where do you want to go? What do you want to eat? Things like that. When also part of the leadership is to know your team, and you should know their strength, their weaknesses, everything. So you should know what they like. My boss knows what my favorite food is, and for my birthday, they don't ask me, what do you want to eat? They already know what my favorite restaurant is, and they send me food.
But that has nothing to do with leadership.
Hold on.
I'm using, and everybody's like, that's not leadership. I'm using the leadership position that you have and the skills that you should have, because it's people skills that you should have. And I'm using that and comparing it like with a marriage. Okay, you should know your partner. You should know the person that you're with.
But there's also a chain of command, right? It's a chain of command. The chain of the chain of command has to be established. If a man is not establishing that chain of command, and he's not letting it be known that I'm a leader and this is what I do and this is how I'm gonna be a leader, you know what I'm saying? And he's not telling you certain things as a leader, as Aunt T was saying, a boss has to let you know certain things. That's why they have meetings, right? So in a relationship, a man has to do certain things just to let you know what he's about and what he's doing as far as leading. If he is not telling you that, then he is not being the man that he's supposed to be. That's all I gotta say.
Wait, hold on, everybody, right? We forgot about Wally. Hold on, my bad, Wally. Yeah. He said he didn't even get a chance to speak on number 7. I'm sorry about that.
I mean, regardless, number 7 or what we're talking about now, I mean, regardless. But I like how Auntie just came in here and just switched it up, because at this point, I'm gonna say it like this, right? If we exchange what we want, right? I say what I want as a man, you say what you want as a woman. My thing is, right, we're meeting each other 50-50, right? Okay, but our relationships are really never run 50-50. I'm just gonna be honest with that.
Yeah. 100.
Oh, all right. Hey, so Saira, you said why would somebody why is a man asking these type of questions if he's supposed to know already, correct?
Can I say something? Oh, go ahead, Truth.
Did she hear me?
She said her shit.
Yeah, I hear you, but Queen wants to say something.
Huh?
Well, I heard you, but Queen wants to say something, so I'm allowing her to speak.
Wait, hold on. Well, Queen could say something after, like.
Hey, what are you talking?
Truth's question. Okay, so Truth. Wait, what was the question again? Because I missed it. I'm sorry.
I'm asking her about to clarify what her actual question was. She was saying that just what 84 was talking about. I agree with what he said. She said, based off of what I heard, she said a person who is in a business setting is supposed to know basically his partners, know their wants, needs, their strengths and weaknesses. So she used that as a reference point to why do men ask women, what do you want to eat? Am I correct? Okay. So every woman, because I think you're using this as into the type of woman you are, that you rather have this man already know who you are if y'all are together. Every woman is not like that. Majority of women don't know what the hell they want. And I'm trying to tell you that. Hold on, Truth, real quick. What?
Wait, Truth, hold on. Is that's where you're coming from, Saira? Like, do you expect from, like, I'm talking the person that's with you, right? That you're with.
Yeah.
Should the person that's with you should already know the things that you want, that you like?
If it's a person that I've been with, that I'm with in a relationship, I expect them to know the things. Let me give you an example, and I think it's better. Like, my sister one time, she was all mad, upset, even crying because my brother-in-law insisted for them to go to Starbucks, and he wanted to get coffee, but my sister doesn't drink coffee. When the moment that she said, like, he wanted to go to Starbucks and he wanted us to go and get a drink, and I'm like, and the moment when, and I'm like, Starbucks, okay. And she's like, and he wanted me to get a coffee, and I was like, but you don't drink coffee. Immediately in my brain I said, but you don't drink coffee. And she said, exactly, I don't. He doesn't even know what I like. And I'm like, but right there at that moment, I'm like, but do you know that Starbucks sells refreshers and other drinks outside of coffee? That's what I said. Like, do you know that he probably just wanted to get out, you know, like step out, like, because I am that type of person that is not, I'm going to look at the bigger picture. I'm not, just because you're my sister, I'm not going to defend you or be on your side. I'm neutral. So yes, at that moment, I thought about why he is saying coffee if you don't drink coffee. But again, I have to make my daughter accountable and be like, hey, why don't you think outside of the box? And be like, why is he asking me to go there? Maybe he wants to just, you know, disconnect from everything, just step out of the house or whatever, you know, and the first thing that he thought is coffee, and he likes coffee, and you could be understanding that he likes coffee, and maybe this time he's not thinking about something else, it's just about what he wants. And if it was me in the position, I'll be like, okay, let's go get your coffee first. Can I get my refresher or another drink from another place? That would be me, but I don't mind going to get your coffee first.
So that's what I was trying to say. You was placing yourself in that position of what you would do, but a lot of women don't look at the whole picture. They look at what is instantly going to gratify me right now. I want what I want.
Exactly. I agree. It's selfishness. That, to me, that's selfish. Correct. It's like what I want, the way I want it, and the way I want you to do it, because this is the way I would do it. That's selfish. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And that goes to like a leadership takes input, have advisors, and they listen, they trust. You know, and sometimes like it could just be a common mistake. Like you said, I like the way how you broke it down. He probably was trying to escape from reality, and probably at the moment he was thinking about like, okay, what he likes, and he probably just forgot like what she liked. But she could just say, hey, I don't drink coffee. You may forgot, but remember, if that's the standard that she said, like, yeah.
Can I give you another example on the other side of how?
Yeah, and after that, I gotta go to Queen. But yeah, go ahead. One last example.
So on the other side, he loves coffee, right? And we all know that because he loves coffee. So for Father's Day, I think it was, or I don't know, his birthday probably, I don't know. He loves shoes. She gave her a pair of shoes that he'd been wanting to have. And on top of that, they got like a little bottle of coffee, the one that he likes. And he actually posted a picture that said, the simple things that make me happy. And he posted the coffee, not the shoes, the coffee. But in my brain, in my head, I was like, yeah, but that's a simple thing that someone else remember about you, but you couldn't think that person doesn't drink coffee. That was in my head. That's all I thought. I'm not going to say it, but in my head, you require you want someone to know what you like, but you should also do the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Bingo.
Right.
And that goes for the same for men as well too, Saira. Like, you know, you can't have that expectation of a woman liking for what, you know, the simple things, and then you're posting, you remember like, oh, she's a sweet babe, but then you don't have that same type of thought and care into it. Exactly. Like I said, I mean, look, both, even if she made a mistake, you know, I'm not going to fault her or deem her or anything like that, or look at her like a terrible person, but she probably was going through something at the moment. But at the same time, if those are things that you value, so men has to work on valuing the things that the woman values. You know, well, showing care into the value that women has, if that makes sense. So I definitely agree with you on that part. I gotta
Yeah.
get to Queen, right? Because she huffing and puffing. So
And
Yo,
Saira, I
huffing and
agree
puffing,
with you.
Queen. What's
excuse
up,
me,
Queen?
Saira, I
excuse
agree
me,
with
it's
you. I
my
What up?
believe a
turn.
man's
It's my
supposed to have
turn.
that.
It's my
Hold on,
turn.
Truth. Hold on.
Kenneth, what the hell are y'all talking about?
Depends
If
on what
a
you're
person
talking.
knows you, hold on, I'm talking. If a person knows you, what the hell is wrong with him asking you, hey, what do you want to eat? What the hell is that? That's consideration. What kind of relationships are y'all in? Y'all sound like wounded people that just don't know how to damn talk to each other. It's nothing wrong with a man being with me 15, 10, 12 years and asking me, hey, Queen, what do you want to eat today? Even if he knows what's my favorite food. What the hell is wrong with y'all? I don't understand. What's the problem? What's wrong with that? That has nothing to do with his leadership. That has nothing to do with him knowing you. That's him just being considerate and asking you a damn question. I don't get it. I'm confused. This sounds buffoonery. It sounds like craziness. My parents were married 30-something, over 30-something years. My father asked her at times, hey, what do you want? Where do you want to go for vacation? He knew what her favorite spot was. And she would say, I don't know, we've been to this place so many times. Where do you want to go? It's nothing wrong with that. That's nothing to do with him not being a leader. That's nothing to do with him not knowing her. That's stupid. I don't want no man to just wake up and say, oh, Queen she likes this food and this is only what I'm going to give her. That's stupid. I asked my husband, I know what he likes. I know what he wants. And then I go, hey, what do you think about this? Oh, I never thought about that. They ain't got nothing to do with me not knowing him. It's called communication. That's called longevity. That's called communicating your expectations. When you don't communicate, that's when the problem happens. Because then it goes, oh, you think you know me? Come on. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the whole premise of being in a relationship. You talk to each other. I don't want no one to just automatically assume this is what I want because this is what I like. Don't assume nothing. Ask a question. That's it. I'm confused. That's nothing to do with relationship. That has nothing to do with leadership. That actually shows a better leader because he's considering the person he's with, even though he knows her or knows him. He's still considering her.
But to be fair, right? A lot of times when we do ask what y'all want, y'all be like, I don't know. You know, whatever y'all want. You know.
I don't know. That's true.
Well,
I have to
hold
agree.
on. But that still has nothing to do
It's
with
damn if we
asking
do,
the
damn if we
question.
don't, bro.
What's the problem? It's nothing wrong with that. That sounds stupid. So what if I don't know? Maybe I don't know what I'm feeling. Maybe I say, I don't know. What do you want? Oh yeah, I am feeling that today. You can
Hold
give
on.
me a suggestion.
That's a part two to it, right? Don't worry. Like I got you on a debate, right? So look, for entertainment purposes, Queen, right? I'm good at entertaining all these things. So look, women say that, oh, I don't know what like you go get something, right? Whatever you want. Then okay, let's just say the man actually get you guys something that you really did not like, and now you're upset. And then it goes back to Saira's point that
no, that's no
about
no,
her
no,
sister.
no,
Hold
no.
on.
No,
Don't
no.
Can I say
hold
something?
on, Queen. Yeah, hold on for a minute, Saira, right? Queen, don't be in feelings about this. Remember,
I'm not in my feelings.
Yes, you are.
No. Let me say this.
But you're interrupting me while I'm still talking though.
I'm not in my
was not
feelings.
finished
I
talking.
have the groundwork. I have the groundwork.
No, go ahead, Bless. Go ahead, rock it. Go ahead.
One mic, Queen. Let me finish, please.
I'm still here, by the way. I'm just disappearing.
Can I say something? Because I'm using whatever you were discussing about taking accountability in the smallest things that happens in relationships. I'm giving you examples stupid examples, but things that happen. You said it. Oh, when we ask you what do you want to eat, we always say, I don't know. Those things happen on a daily basis. And we don't take accountability to say, what, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. I never know what I want to eat. I never know. And that's taking accountability. You're right. Now, that's just examples. You're concentrating on the problem and not the solutions. Just concentrating. Whenever I said something, you concentrate on the part that you don't like about what I said.
No, I concentrate on the whole thing.
Yeah, but I never said that that's exactly leadership. I was giving an example.
But that's what you said.
I was giving an example.
No.
That doesn't mean that the man, every time that we eat, I'm sorry, for the first time I had to overtalk because I haven't finished yet.
Go ahead, whatever.
For the first time, sorry, but you know, sometimes it's like it doesn't mean that the man will have to buy me food just because, you know, oh, this is what I brought. That's not what I'm saying. I was using the skills that you're asking, you know, leadership in a man, that what would it be? And if we respect it. Now, my solution for that part, and this is an example, if we take accountability for your actions, me personally, I communicate with my partner and say, hey, don't come to me asking me what I want to eat, because I will always say, I don't know. You know, when I want to eat and when I know what I want, I will say it. But if you want to eat something and I haven't said anything, just say, hey, I want to order, and give me options. Come with the options already. And then we'll pick from there. Because most of the time when I want to eat out, I'll say, let's go out. Let's eat out. I will say it. But when he wants to eat and I haven't mentioned anything, most of the time he comes and say, hey, you know, what do you want? Chinese or tacos? And I'll be like, tacos. Because we always want to eat, but at that moment, if he would have asked me, what do you want to eat? I'll be like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's me. That's the dynamic for me. And that works for me. That doesn't mean that every single couple is supposed to be the same. That's a solution for me that works for me. I'm not saying my ideas or whatever examples should work for everybody. Why? Because you're concentrated on the problem and the part that you don't like about what I'm saying. But it's a solution for my thing about taking accountability for little things like that that happens in partnerships, in relationships.
But communication is key. She said something, so I'm gonna respond. So you did say, you made a statement, and maybe I need to watch the replay, that leadership is they already know. So why should they ask? You made that comment. So what I'm saying to you, that doesn't have a damn thing to do with leadership, with a man being considerate and asking a woman what she wants to eat. That ain't got nothing to do with leadership. That's called communication, being in a relationship, and having consideration. Maybe I don't know because I haven't thought about what to eat. Maybe the man thinks about what he wants to eat and he says, hey, what do you want? I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling right now. I ain't think about that. So I'll say something, hey, I'm not feeling that. Well, what do you want? So that's called communication. Has nothing to do with leadership. And that's the smallest thing in relationship is communicating. That's the smallest thing that becomes the biggest fire. Because when you don't communicate, you don't ask the questions, that's when the bullshit starts happening. Because then people feel like you assume, you projecting, and you're controlling me because you don't ask me. That's the problem. Look it up. The number one issue in relationship is the breakdown of communication and being honest. That's the problem. So the smallest thing is communication. And if it's the smallest thing about asking what a person wants to eat and not assuming, I'm not going to assume a damn thing. I cook, I meal prep. I ask my husband, what do you want to eat this week so I can meal prep? I'm not going to assume he wants something because then I done cooked all this damn food and he don't want to eat it. So I'm going to ask him, despite me knowing what he likes to eat. Communication. That's why I am 11 years strong. So I speak on experience, not on theological bullshit. This is experience. This is what I live. And when you live it, you can speak on it. This is not a blog post, judgment, dating. This is life. And this is what happens. I talk to married couples who've been married 40 plus years. The number one issue they say is when there's issues and you don't talk, that's when shit goes awry. So when you assume you know a person, you put them in a position and you put them in a box and make them feel like they can't grow and change. We change and grow every damn day. My favorite color may be purple today. Next week it's orange. So if he assumed my favorite color is purple, then he hands me an orange goddamn teddy bear, I'm gonna be pissed off because he didn't ask me what I wanted. He assumed. That's what I'm talking about. The littlest thing is communicating and asking questions, and it doesn't have a goddamn thing to do with their leadership skills. That actually shows that they are a leader and they're willing to ask the question because they don't want to assume that they know. That's the problem. You become complacent when you assume you know. And complacency is the number one key for failed relationships. And I digress.
All right, hold on for a second. Okay, I gotta let Mrs. M3 speak, right? But I'm gonna say it like this though, right? We all too. Don't forget, men sometimes, right? When our wives ask us, "Hey, what do you want for dinner, honey?" Right? Sometimes, as a man, hey, I may not know what I want, and sometimes I just be like, "Look, I don't know right now." You know, but give me some time and then we'll communicate and then we'll figure something out. You know, it does play on both sides and not just always like with women. I just want to make sure I make that clear on that note on it.
But how would you feel if it's Mrs. M3 said, "Oh, I know Mr. M3 like tacos, so I'm gonna make goddamn tacos every night for the week because I know that's Taco Tuesday." Food. But if you wasn't feeling tacos and you wanted pizza, because I know pizza is something you like, you would be like, "I ain't want this shit. Why you? I wanted pizza."
Damn,
and I've seen you do it. So don't do that. Don't play like that. I've
okay, you know.
I've witnessed it. So you
oh my goodness! Can we say on this part that this is all subjective?
Hey! Wait, hold on, Sarah. Hold on. I gotta get to Mrs. M3, right? She been asking to speak for a minute. I'll get back to you, Sarah, on that one. Hold on, Mr. Empty, go ahead and say something.
Oh gosh. So I hear and I understand Queen. I understand Saira and Aunt T. He went away. I don't know where he went.
Oh, and salute to Aunt T for the donation. Thank you, brother.
Here's I think the conversation got derailed from talking about leadership because there were several examples from Saira. I understand, there's many examples that we can give of leadership. I think the first one that she started with was in the leadership rooms. You have leaders that come together behind the closed doors and they make decisions. But here's the thing, your company's not going to follow you unless you have a mission and a motto. And when you have your mission and your motto, they already know this is where we're headed. Then you come to them with the ideas that you talked about in the leadership rooms. That's when they're on board because it makes sense to the mission and the motto that they were hired to, and they're able to perform. Absolutely. If in a relationship, you're with your guy and all the time he's dictating what's going to happen, that's not necessarily leadership. That's more like fascism. That's more like what Mr. Stan Joseph in the comments was saying. You're going to be considered like a mystic. In some cases, there are some women after a while, they're like, "Oh, yeah, he always makes decisions for us. Where are you going to go to the movie? Oh, we're going to the movies on Friday. What are you going to go see? I don't know. He's going to pick." Like after a while, it's like, do I have a say in this relationship or am I just a sheep being led by the shepherd, right? In the relationship, it's two-way street, right? And your opinion matters. If you don't want tacos or if you don't want pizza, then you're going to speak up and say, actually, I don't want pizza. What if your guy is the type that's like, well, I said we're going to have pizza and that's where you go. You see what I'm saying? Like it is kind of, in that regard, you would think of it kind of like misogynistic, not necessarily a leader. in leadership, there's always a communication, a give and a take, and you know the purpose so that you can get on board with that leader. I understand, because as Queen was saying, like, it's not about leadership to be able to say, hey, give me your input. That's exactly what leaders do. They want the input of their team. They want the input of their employees or the people that are running the company when they're away. So for them to have buy-in, for them to have a sense of purpose, a sense of belonging, leadership.
Yes, sir.
Hey, leadership is like that. It's once I have these tools in hand, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. But I honor your opinion. Thank you for that input. Now we're going to go over here. We're going to talk about it behind closed doors, and we're going to figure out the direction. And we're coming back with you with the solution. That's what leaders do. They present solutions, but they're not always, this is what we're going to do and this is why, and never mind what you feel or think. That's not how leaders work. I don't think so. But yeah, I understand the example that you were giving, Saira, but I also understand that what they're saying is, leadership is not always a dictatorship.
Well, I mean, that's what she's been saying for the past few live streams, that you can't be demanding when it comes to things that you want, but it's the communication that matters. And I think when the communication matters, it's the standard. That's why sometimes I ask questions, because I like to kind of like learn, because I'm learning about the expectation versus the standard part. Because you said that in the last live stream, and so once you set that communication, that becomes the standard. So in a woman's mind, she's like, hey, we already had that communication, the standard, like that. Still the expectation is that like you should already, kind of know the standards, or at least like try to remember most of them. You're not gonna remember all of them, but at least enough.
Right, because she also said that, if he picks a restaurant where she's allergic to something, then she's gonna remind him that she's allergic. But at the same time, she says she wants him to know where they're going. So
but then some women, right, they don't really even communicate that. They'll whine or they get upset, but they don't really vocalize it until kind of like
they're about to eat it and have to take the Benadryl.
And then you'd be like, well, not even the Benadryl. So you get to the restaurant and then you'd be like, I don't really like that restaurant, and how could you forget, and this and that, and he's like, oh
allergic
shit
to this.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Then that becomes like a bigger argument. Just as like an example, right? And so I'm gonna get back to you on that one. Whenever, right, Mrs. M3 says like, hey, she don't want anything. The funny thing is that, let's say we go out for ice cream, and she's like, oh no, I don't want it, but she'll wait until I buy the ice cream, and then she'll take a bite of it.
One bite. I don't want the whole thing.
It's the principle.
He's gonna buy a whole ice cream. I only want one bite, so that's why I speak up.
Anyways, man, Wait, hold on, Truth, because Saira, she did ask right to reply. You're after Saira. All right, go ahead, Saira.
No, I'd say it happens to all of us that, we want to bite and then we pick from his food. I think I agree with Queen. It's just that that's what I'm saying. You concentrate on what you didn't like about what I said specifically and make I agree with her. Like the communication is a key, it is the most important thing. Like, for example, in my case, I'll be like, hey, I'm the type of person that we're going to go out. You order the burrito, I'm gonna order the tacos and split. That has to be with me, because I don't want to be picking from your food and you getting mad because I'm picking from your food.
Yeah,
I make that clear when I'm with someone. And actually, that's one of my questions when someone is trying to talk to me. Hey, so if we go out, and what do you think about if I order X dish and you order this and then we split? What do you think about that? If that was the case? And they're like, no, yeah, that's fine, even better, because I am a picker. I like to eat a little bit of everything. I want to try a little bit of everything when it comes to food, and I don't eat a lot, so whoever is with me is gonna be very beneficial because I leave a lot of food. So but that's communication right there. I'm communicating in advance how I am. I don't want to be picking from but that's taking accountability as well, because I'm not going to be like, just because I'm a woman, I'm going to take from your food and that's what I want and that's how I do it. No, and that's what we're discussing, but I'm giving you real examples in life to, being accountable for our actions, knowing yourself, knowing how you are, that's taking accountability, right?
Also,
Salute
your
to salute to
sister-in-law,
Vahan Bryan.
look to your
wait,
brother-in-law.
babe. It's Truth is next.
Oh, so sorry.
I just want to say salute to
Man,
Vahan Bryan. I see you in the
Yeah, salute
building.
my brother.
What's
brother
going on?
Brian, brother Brian, yeah. But now, this is why we got to be kind of careful when we speak on here, because it's speaking in absolutes. Like, this is what a man looks like when he's a leader. We got to be very careful about that, because we're dealing with different people. You know, certain expectations that this woman has is different. Our cultures are different. The way we talk, the way we were brought up, so on and so forth. So that's why I said it earlier. I said, okay, I understand where she comes from, because she placed herself in the position of the woman, and this is what she's expecting a man to automatically know. If someone is being observant and taking their time to get to know the individual that they with, more than likely they're going to know a lot about them to anticipate what they want. So I understand it on her end as well as I understand it on Queen's end. It's like, hold up. Women, like I said, women like variety. They like to be asked, hey, babe, what you want today? You know what I'm saying? What would you like? Stuff like this. Like, this comes from dating and being around a lot of women. I know most of the time they don't know what they want. They like a lot of things. If you like so many different restaurants, you might want to go here and then change your mind up as soon as we get there and go there. It happens. But like Queen said, we should never be dictated. Oh, that is a leadership quality when it's something, when we trying to set the standard of what it means to universally be a man and what it looks like to be a leader as a man, it has to be something way more significant than we're talking about picking food. And I think that's what kind of rubbed Queen a little bit. Bro, it was like, what the hell are we talking about here? This is kind of like lame. So, but I see it on both ends.
Yeah. I was gonna say, with your sister-in-law, maybe your your brother-in-law wanted coffee, and maybe he's a person that loves quality time, and he's like, who better to drink my favorite drink than with my favorite girl? And he's like, not necessarily thinking, oh, she wants coffee with me, but maybe just, I enjoy her company, I wanted her to come with me.
Yeah, and that's what I meant, like by saying, taking accountability for our thoughts, our actions. Why would you be nagging and crying about this, making a big deal of, instead of talking to him like, why do you want coffee? Or like, you don't even ask, why do you want coffee if he likes coffee? Like, yeah, I don't mind getting coffee, but can we get another drink for me? And like I said, I agree with Queen, and I understand that that's what works for her, but maybe it's a cultural thing in a way as well, because in my case, in this house, my dad doesn't get involved in the kitchen at all. He doesn't even know what we buy for the kitchen. Like, he is that type of he will delegate. Leaders also do that, right? And that doesn't mean that they're wrong. They trust you on what you're doing. They trust you on your role. That's also part of leadership. I'm giving you real examples, but that doesn't mean that everybody has to be the same. And I want to clarify on that, because that's also part of it. When a leader trusts you, they trust you on a project, on a role. They're not on top of you telling you, let me see how you do it. Let me see what you're getting. Let me see all the list of the stuff that you're buying. They trust you on your role. And that's what I see the dynamic here. Like, he's not on top of us telling us, like, he never knows what we're gonna cook. He just eats. He's a man.
But he train you from your life. You know what he
Yes,
likes.
yes.
From your life, you know.
Yeah. I do meal preps, but I don't do meal prep for my dad. I do meal prep for me because I have a specific diet. But I have my food ready, that sometimes, right now that I'm going back to the office, he comes to the house and I know he tells me, like, I'm in the house, and I know the reason why he's telling me that he's in the house. And I'll tell him, go to my refrigerator, because there's a refrigerator in the kitchen and a small one in my room, because I don't want nobody to touch my food. So I will, like, grab something from there. But he knows who to ask for food. He knows who to rely on. That's what I'm saying, and that's also a leadership skill. But
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that whatever you think is leadership, that's what leadership is gonna be in my house. It's different type of leaderships, as a matter of fact. So I'm just, kind of relating the skills with how it looks in the household. It's not always going to be the same in every single household, because my house, your house, Queen's house, Truth's house is not the same. It's different people with different personalities there. So that's it.
Yeah, I agree.
Bingo. All right. Well, I would definitely say this. I'm glad and grateful that we are all having like these type of conversations. I feel like the answers that every person have provided was definitely, and yeah, definitely spot on too, Stan. It was definitely like a great conversation, and I feel like it was like spot on. I feel like definitely very insightful. Oh yeah. Put my headphones back on. There we go. All right, focus on the camera. All right, there we go. I like learning from both men and women, and to like get like a cool understanding. Even though like there's gonna be some heated arguments, and I'm glad nevertheless like we all kept it cool and respectful. Yeah, this was pretty good. I would definitely just encourage the ones like who came late. If you did not check out some of the bullet points, feel free to go to the replay. These are the bullet points like from 1 to 7. Again, people like women should fall in love with men for who they are and not for what they have to offer. These are usually men complaining about it, or some men. Number 2 was a man should be 6'6", and 6, right? Means 6 feet tall, 6 figures, 6-pack, 6 inches, if you know what I mean. In order to qualify for the minimum level of a woman's attraction, while the ones who are demanding for that are usually short, fat, and broke. Number 3, like I said, we're just recapping all this stuff. It's okay for women to reject men harshly, but not the other way around for men. Number 4 was a woman should be beautiful and submissive, even if a male is not leading and providing for her. Okay, that this is stuff that a lot of men be talking about. But when it comes to reality check for themselves and for women as well too, nobody really want to check that. So height shaming about men is acceptable, but fat shaming about women is not acceptable. Okay. We hear women talk about all the time when they be talking about, the short ones, but when men start talking about, a woman's weight, then it just becomes World War III. Number 6 was men are praised for dating multiple women, but women are judged as hoes for dating multiple men, which in my opinion, as I said before, that's kind of like, a double standard. And it's kind of unfair for the women as well too, because, but it is what it is in society. Number 7, a man should always be a man of his word in dating relationships. Meanwhile, wow, okay, some women are never held accountable for disappointing, or as some people say, disrespecting men. All right. And then my bonus question was, in a hostile work environment, if a man faces sexual harassment from a woman and does not report it to his supervisor, should the woman still be held at fault, or will it now be the man's fault for not speaking up? Okay. Some said it's still the woman's fault. Some will be like it's the man and the woman's fault because the man should man up and speak up, And I think one person was saying it was the man's fault. So either way, I just want to let you guys know this was the recap of everything that we discussed about. So feel free to check out the replay, get the likes up. Don't forget to share the videos and just leave comments.
I said that's right.
That's right. That's right. Queen, you need to leave a comment too, though. I'm holding you accountable, girl.
Whatever.
I'm holding you accountable.
Nope.
All right.
I ain't doing it. Just
Saira,
because of what you said.
Okay, you know what? Let me hold myself accountable. I need to learn how to ask more. Actually, even I still do. But anyways, could you guys please, okay, leave a comment after the show? I don't want to sound demanding and sound desperate. I just want to ask you if you could do me a favor because it helps build the algorithm up.
Yes, it
See,
does.
I'm working on myself too, as an American man, okay, to try not to sound demanding. I do have a demanding attitude, which, you know, it turns a lot of women on in America. But at the same time, in this stream life, I gotta be a little bit more kinder as well too. So,
Yep,
Mr. Best in the world.
I noticed it.
That's why.
The demanding part.
See, that's why I ask questions, Saira, because I take notes and I use it for the next live stream. See, now you know. I don't believe anyone here from an entirely different culture when it comes to what a man should be today as a leader. So I believe this was cordial and courteous and kept respectful.
Thank you.
What happened? Who said it was disrespectful?
No, he said kept respectful.
Oh my God!
Hey,
Ain't nothing disrespectful, Queen. Come on now, don't be hostile.
I know.
It's not a hostile work environment. I'm trying. All right.
Most is female.
Man,
huh?
Sure.
You think she is?
Y'all keep me cracking up, boy.
I don't care.
Man. Woo.
Yeah.
The proof is in the pudding, baby. That's all I'm gonna say.
In 84, this was hilarious, Shorty.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Wasn't it?
Yes, truth. Yes, yes.
Truth. LOL, this queen. Huh? What do you think? What do you think?
Well, he or she, right? Because I don't want to, judge the pronouns or whatever. But if you want to disclose it, feel free to. But this person's LL. This queen wants to tear someone a new one. Glad it wasn't me. Yeah. Yeah, you should. You should be glad.
Don't worry about her.
Yeah.
Hey. What? I'm just speaking the truth. You know, proof is in the pudding.
Oh.
And for your information, Tenif, truth is never favored. Every platform I'm on with you, I'ma hold all the women on the panel and in the chat accountable. Okay, since you say you don't do it on these streams, I got you. Okay. Now, don't get mad if I agree with you with some of them, but I'm going to hold them accountable. I'm going to check it, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
Salute to Princess K.
You want to save the world, and I mean
Wait. Hold on, everybody. Hold on real quick, right? Because I have to end this live stream, okay? Because I know it's getting late for some, right? And I want you guys to get some sleep, and I got to get ready for work. So, look. If you guys could keep it like at least like under 30 seconds or maybe 10, right? I want you guys to give me some feedback, right? And hopefully you guys will type it too, but please, let me know what did you learn the most from these conversations. Okay, we'll start off with Queen because we want to get you out the way.
That men are full of shit. That's it.
Okay, good. Mr. MP. All right. What you learn from it?
I think tonight just reiterated that there's a double standard, but having conversations like this help us to air out and see our own biases. So I really enjoyed the stream tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Who got Queen Feisty? Me. It was all me. What y'all gonna do about it? Funny. But all right. Saira, what did you learn from tonight's live stream?
I would say that also taking accountability for our actions is not always has to be on big problems. It's also on the smallest things, because if you're not capable to take accountability on the smallest things, like I have an attitude right now, how are you going to take accountability on the biggest issues?
All right, thank you, Saira. Okay, Wale.
Oh, what's going on?
What did you learn from tonight's live stream? In 30 seconds.
I say this. There's just much more to be done. I'll say it like that. Just to keep it short.
All right, Wally, thank you. All right, truth is never favored. What you learned about tonight's live stream?
Same thing I learn every time that I am the GOAT. Man, 84 is blood and for real. And there is tons of work that need to be done. And Queen is truly going to become a sister because she's going to step up to the plate and hold these females accountable to becoming women.
You said no, I'm not.
All right. Mr. Best in the world.
He said no, I'm not.
Y'all are funny. Listen, man, what I learned is y'all be capping and lying so funny. Y'all so funny. Y'all all full of shit. Both the men and women, y'all think y'all so much. And y'all ain't shit.
Oh boy, he used an AR term.
I think he needs his nap.
Oh my gosh. I love this place. That's it. I'm done.
All right, everybody. So, what I learned is that, you guys are all awesome when y'all want to be.
You're
And I
right.
could learn from each and every one of you guys.
You're right.
So, sometimes from Queen, right? And other times from not. But anyways, though, let me stop because she's already riled up right now. So,
No, that's all good. I ain't worried about that.
give some Benadryl. But anyways, though, thank you everybody for tuning into Knowledge and Relationships. It was definitely a fun conversation. Oh, you know what will be good for like the next topic? I don't know. Like, okay, does anybody know how to do like I guess a questionnaire or a poll? Maybe like we could ask like the people who like maybe post something on the story and then ask people, hey, like what would you like for us to talk about for next week's topic?
You gonna let the prisoners run the asylum?
Yo, actually, even better, right? Like, if anybody would like to volunteer, right? I'll try to make a post like on IG and just say, hey, like, names, like just type down like any questions that you want for us to like, answer or to highlight, and then we could do that. How does that sound?
Uh-oh.
So we're just gonna be bumping gums for
That sounds wet.
All right. That's Mrs. Perfect. Okay, so anyways, hold on.
Just got a question about something I said to my friend.
I got a question about something I said. My course was a minor mistake. It sounds like the same thing. All right. Hey, well, we got to get back. I'm not for sure. I think it's a different person, but unfortunately, I can't answer right now because we are out of time. But come back next week when we have our next show, and then we could take the time to answer like your questions.
I want to make it quick. I'll make it quick for him. She started acting weird, man. Move on.
Yep, plain and simple.
Yeah.
Click and block. Leave and block. Real easy.
Take that to the curb real quick, baby.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Real easy.
He can leave the question in the comments, and then at the end, and then we will answer in the comments.
Okay. I would definitely do that.
The afterlife.
Huh?
The person can leave their comment in the afterlife.
Yeah, the person that has a question, he can leave the question in the comments at the end of the show, and then
Well, unless that person also have like a YouTube account, because Twitch is a little different.
I just answered this question and told me to let her go, man.
Yeah, it can't be real quick. We're already done, bro. But anyway, so thank you for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate you guys. See you guys next time. We are out.
Oh man.
All right. I'm sorry, y'all. This always takes me a while because StreamYard is just too much. I gotta find the clip so I could.
I got so many jokes, man.
Yeah.
Once you close out,
all right.
I got so many jokes.
All right, close out now.
knowledge in relationships.